You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's our boy, Coach Malachi in the building, and we are back. Too Many Podcast. We back up in this BI, man. We got a special guest coming on today, real special guest. And I want to give a shout out, man, to my main man, Blood Boxing, for making this happen. You get what I'm saying? So spoke to him yesterday, you know what I mean? So we got a special guest coming on that, that's pretty much, he's very, very abreast of the situation in all things Al Haymon, PBC, and Floyd Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, he been doing this. He been doing this a while. This brother here, man, he been doing this a long time. And when I first started watching YouTube boxing, when I first started watching boxing on YouTube, boxing YouTube channels, I think he was the first channel he was the first channel. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Y'all can hear me. Yeah, he was the first channel that I remember seeing him. Blood Boxing. I think them was the only two that I remember. Oh yeah, I think him, Blood Boxing, this guy here, and Dante's Boxing Nation at that time. Them was the ones that I used to see all the time. And then I don't even think I even really knew who the boxing voice was yet until because I was casually just, checking on, watching boxing. I wasn't really in watching boxing at that time. And then when I started catching, how you be surfing through YouTube and certain channels pop up and you look at them and stuff like that. So those were the ones. And then I remember watching Blue when Blue used to be driving. I think he used to drive a bus, like a charter bus or something. He used to do his shows. At work while he's driving the charter bus. So, I mean, this a long time ago. This what is this, 2016, 2026? This is I'm talking about 2013, 2014, 2015, around that time. Somewhere up in there. Anyway, shout out to Sweet Tea in the building, man. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Hollow Davis, Tony Montana, G5 from the Bronx is in this BI. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to, today gonna be a good show. Y'all gonna want to share this one. This gonna be a good one. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. We pulling out what we can pull out today. You know what I mean? We pulling out the receipts today. The day receipts day. We pulling out the receipts. And now, for the sake of time, I can't show everything. I gotta try to summarize and condense it, because for the sake of time, this show can go on for 5 hours if I was to pull out everything. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Schoolo. You dig? So we gonna summarize it, make it real quick, and I got a special guest coming on at the top of the hour. You dig? So it is what it is. Once we get to 100, I'll give everybody a round of applause. There we got. We ain't got 100 yet. Once we get to 100 done in the chat, then I'll give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to round one. Shout out to Carl, man. Shout out to Yeah, shout out to Carl for becoming a member, man. We got Schoolo, we got Daniel. Anyway, let's get into the show. You know, we got Carl, we got Daniel. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, this right here is when I came on the scene, as I said before, damn near 99% of the Hispanic and Black content creators were pro PBC and Al Haymon. And these very same content creators openly attacked or went against anyone, them and their subscribers, who question anything as it relates to Mr. Alan Haymon. True. So the position that I'm taking today is that of one who, the position I'm taking today is that of one who is defending my brother Al Haymon. Because since I've been on the scene, that's all everyone has done, including fighters who are or were with the PBC. So since that's the position that 99.9999999% of the Hispanics and Black content creators have taken and their subscribers, I'm going to take that position today.
To this day.
True. I'm going to take that position today. You know, I also remember a guy from Omaha, Nebraska. They said he was a fool for not just signing anything and just taking whatever Al tell him and this and that. And he never met Al Haymon. That's the crazy part about it. He never met him. So he spoke to him on the phone, but he never met him. And now it appears that the guy from Omaha, Nebraska was really the smart businessman, really was the smart one. And all of the guys who said he did bad business and he didn't know what he was doing, all of them are looking stupid right now. True. You know, fools always be the last to realize that they are a fool. You know, when a wise man see a fool, he already know he a fool because he see him. He had that fool look on his face. He had that fool look in his eyes. He had fool ears, fool facial expressions. He give off fool energy and fool mannerisms, right? And so, you know, once the fool lives long enough to wake up from his stumper, he is always the last one to recognize that he's a goddamn fool. Dude, I've been telling you was a fool about 10 years ago, fam. You just realizing this shit? You just realizing you was slow, dog. Shout out to the Outlaw Poodle. Salute, fam. You just realizing you were slow. The slow dude always the last one to always the last one to figure out he's slow. Everybody I've been trying to tell you slow, dog. I told you that was not filet mignon. That was a crayon. I told you that was an orange crayon, fam. I was trying to tell you that. No, that wasn't filet mignon. That was an orange crayon. I was trying to tell you that, man. You've been eating for 10 years, so you thought it was filet. Now you realize it. Okay, so you ain't never noticed when you smile, all that orange shit be on your teeth? You ain't never noticed that, fam? Oh, okay. I just want to throw that out there.
To this day.
You know, I ain't got but a GED, so I don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you got this general education diploma, I got general education diploma. I got, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But I do have a master's degree in common sense. Anyways, so let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah. This gonna be a classic. This gonna be one of my best shows. The guests I got coming on, Lord have mercy. I got some good questions to ask my brother. Yes, I do. Anyways, is Floyd Mayweather's lawsuit against Espinoza and Showtime a setup to get my brother, Mr. Al Haymon,
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon.
And where am I going at with this? Where am I going at with this? Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes. So. Yeah, I forgot. I had lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah. Is Floyd Mayweather's lawsuit against Espinoza and Showtime a setup to get Al Haymon? Where am I going at with this? Lord have mercy. I'm here to defend my brother today. Because I see some scandalous going on in the boxing community, and I need to understand because when I was watching boxing all these years, online, the niggas told me that Al Haymon was Al Haymon looked out for everybody. Ain't nobody complaining. Nobody ever complained about Al Haymon or his contracts. All the fighters loved him. They thanked him before they thanked God. So I say, you know what? Let me take the position of the worshiper worshiping the man-made deity. So I say, you know what? Let me look at it from that position. And then I noticed when I was here, a lot of people was attacking him. He got sued by Golden Boy. Oscar De La Hoya didn't get one dime. He failed. Judge did not rule in his favor. He lost that one. And then, but the Top Rank, they got did a little settlement with him. I don't know what Top Rank beef with Al was. And I noticed the white establishment went against Al when he came in boxing. I noticed that when she started the PBC. I noticed that. So I said, you know what? Things that make you go, So I went to thinking, right? Cause some people have an education. I have an education. So my education is far more superior than your education. So I had to deep into the my memory banks, my mental Rolodex of my education, and I went to thinking. I said, well, them good white folks have been at Al for a minute. Rod Ellen Reed sued them, and they just been at him. The machine, they been at him, and all Al has ever done is looked out for fighters, put more money in their pockets than they ever got paid. The Charlos worship Al. They thank Al. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Tank Davis, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather was the linchpin that started everybody thinking Al, because before Floyd, wasn't nobody thinking Al Haymon. So I went to thinking, right? I said, you know what? I see what's going on. Is Floyd Mayweather lawsuit against Espinoza and Showtime a setup to get Al Haymon? Since the documents, and I have the lawsuit. I have the lawsuit, but shout out to T Street. T Street did a good job breaking it down, and it's a couple of people out there. I think T Street, for the one that I know, he did a good job breaking it down or whatever. But I actually had a lawsuit as well. But I'm like, man, for the sake of the time of this show, this shit'll go on forever and ever and ever. Right? So I'm gonna just summarize it. Y'all take what y'all will with it, and then and I gotta get everything I need to say before my guests come on. So, anyways, since the documents of Floyd Mayweather's lawsuit against Stephen Espinosa and Showtime dropped, content creators and boxing fans all have an opinion regarding some of the actual contract. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, as it relates to that, right? So I got it. I looked at it, right? And, I went to reading some of the contract myself, just some of it. And I understand why Floyd didn't sue Al Haymon. Al did nothing wrong. But let's go. Now, I wonder why, but this is what I wonder. I wondered why Al's name is mentioned throughout the lawsuit in a negative light. Like, okay, wait. Why? Okay, you're not suing Al, but you dismerchifying my good brother's name and reputation. Al has been nothing but good to Floyd. He taught him how to read a little bit. He taught him how to count. Floyd didn't know how to read or count before he met Al Haymon. Floyd didn't know what $1 million check looked like before he met Al Haymon. I mean, that's not true. He did make millions over there at Top Rank, but you get what I'm trying to say. When he met Al Haymon took Floyd Mayweather to Heavenly Heights. But Floyd made some new friends. I'm going to show y'all who those new friends are right after this monologue. True. He made some new friends. Anyways, as I said before, Al has been nothing but good to Floyd Mayweather and all of the PBC fighters he's done business with over the years. No one else is complaining. That's what they told me for years. So we're going to keep that same energy today. We can't say nothing bad about Al. Al ain't no thief. He ain't stole nothing. Al ain't been there but good to people. And guess what words we're going to use? We're going to use Floyd Mayweather's words. True. You dig it, what it is. Now, does this mean that they don't have a complaint? No, of course not. If people always going to have a complaint, according to where you work at. But according to the Haymonites, yes, Floyd is being sued left and right by jewelers, the IRS, and real estate companies for unpaid debts. That's what right now. Floyd is being sued by all these different people. They say the man wearing fake jewelry. They say Floyd running off. They say Floyd running off on the plug. You get what I'm saying?
Ran off on the plug twice.
They say he's running off on the plug and everything. Mr. I make smart investments. Mr. I make in one of my new investments, I'm gonna be making roughly $300 million a month. $300 million a month. And guess what? Now hold on. And listen, y'all don't believe me? You ain't gotta believe me. Mr. I make smart investments. Mr. I make smart investments. Mr. I make smart investments. Won't you tell them what kind of investments you make?
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
I got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, I got my own liquid, and that means cash for those. I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got a lot of cash. OPM.
Okay.
OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.
Talk to us about
very important.
Listen, I'm gonna be nice. A brother who speaks like that, I find it very hard that there's anything smart or intelligent about him as it relates to finances, right? In business. You know what I mean? He's skilled from a physical standpoint. He's smart when it comes to his manual labor, but the mental labor, you get what I'm saying? That's how the suits come in, and because the suits, they are the Floyd Mayweathers of mental labor. When it comes to the mental financial world, now we can't throw no punch, but we can go undisputed when it's dealing with money and bank accounts. We go undisputed when it comes to routing numbers and account numbers. See, we the Floyd Mayweather of that. You know how to physically go in there. We know how to mentally go in there and take it. You know how to physically go in there and make it. We know how to mentally go in there and take it. You dig? True. That's how it goes, right? Anyways, let's continue. Now, but that's what I've been told. About, this was going on with Floyd as it relates to all the debts he owed, right? Floyd has always praised Al Haymon, Showtime, and Stephen Espinosa for making him richer than life. Now that Floyd has gambled, tricked off, because he liked to trick off on women, exotic women, gambled, tricked off, and spent a lot of his money trying to keep up with the money-made image that he created, he wants to sue. When things going good, everybody happy. They want to thank Al. They want to praise him and all that stuff there. When they go to tricking off their money, blowing it on everything, buying jewelry, buying strip club. When they go to doing all that and mismanaging their own money, messing it up, and when the stuff get low, now they want to go sue. To this day. I thought about that, right? And I thought about what I've been told since I've been online. Al Haymon has been nothing but good to Black and Hispanic fighters. Hell, he's so good to the Mexican fighter. Then what the dude name? What the dude name? Leo Santa Cruz named his son after Al Haymon. No, he was good to him. A Mexican naming his son after a Black man. I've never heard anything like that ever in the history of the Mexican nationality. I've never heard anything like that ever in life. That's how good he been to fighters. So I just went to thinking. I said, man, something ain't right about this here. Something ain't right about this, right? You get what I'm saying? But then I asked myself a question. Why is Floyd suing Showtime, Stephen Espinosa? He didn't sue Al, but he's mentioning Al Haymon's name all throughout this lawsuit, scandalizing his name, dismercifying his good character. Impeccable reputation. Then I remembered about 3 months ago, Floyd Mayweather spoke at the Republican Jewish Coalition Leadership Summit. Shout out to the Republican Jewish Coalition Leadership Summit. Shout out to you guys. I remember Floyd spoke at that summit about 3 months ago. Right? I thought about that. At this summit, Floyd Mayweather pledged his allegiance to the beautiful country of Israel and the wonderful Jewish people. I hope y'all understand why I have to word it this way. I hope y'all understand why I have to word it this way. You dig? At this summit, I told y'all who he pledged his allegiance to, right? You know what I mean? The wonderful Jewish people, right? He pledged allegiance to them. Shout out to the lovely Jewish people. Floyd made some new powerful friends. Although Floyd has never openly pledged his allegiance to Foundation of Black Americans, better known as FBAs in America, he's never pledged allegiance to us. He's conveniently found a way to support his new friends, and he pledged allegiance to them. Shout out to Bossa Reggie Owens. Then I went to looking at this. Listen. Then I went to looking at this like, wait a minute. I started looking at it differently. I said, oh, wait a minute. And again, these are just a lawsuit. Lawsuit don't mean, goddamn it, that there was nothing nefarious that happened. Anybody can file a goddamn lawsuit. Can you prove your case in the court of law? That's a whole nother ball game. Just because somebody filed a lawsuit don't mean the person who the lawsuit is filed against is guilty of anything. Right? That's normally how it works. Cause the lawsuit can be, it could be a frivolous lawsuit. Friv. That friv is short for frivolous. Frivolous mean bullshit in layman's terms. So, we'll find out. He's never openly sold support for people who look like me. Fast forward 3 months later, and Floyd is suing Showtime and Stephen Espinosa, while at the same time dirtying up, scandalizing, dismerchifying Al Haymon's name and reputation in the process. Is this a coincidence? Shortly after he meet his new friends, the small hats, you get what I'm saying? Is this a coincidence? I don't know. We have to ask these questions. Got to ask these questions, I don't think so. You know, a lot of people been trying to get at Al for a minute. The brother came in the game and he helped a lot of Mexicans and black boxers, made them richer than life, put more money in their pocket than anybody's ever thought of. And now the system, the man, seem like they're trying to get our brother through the brother. So what they do is when they want to get to the brother, when they try everything else, they get to you by ones that's closest to you. Yeah, you ain't suing him, but it's just like you suing him because you scandalizing his name. His name is all throughout the lawsuit, and I read it. His name is all throughout the lawsuit, and you dirtying the man name up. Y'all told me that Al was good. Ain't nobody complaining. That's what y'all told me. So that's what we running with. But it is a coincidence. It is a coincidence. Man, with the small ass. Okay. Okay. I got the receipts. I'm finna show it right now. Could Floyd Mayweather be the key that Al Haymon's enemies were looking for in order to take him down? People like myself believe so. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, Coach, Al ain't being sued. It's not being sued. But if it's not being sued, explain to me why is his name all throughout the lawsuit in a negative light? Seeing to me, goddammit, that Al was the one you should have been suing. Seeing to me, you're suing the wrong people. That would have seemed to me. But however, you didn't sue Al. And that man ain't been nothing but good to you. Negotiated that big deal you got with Showtime. Man been good to you. When you was delinquent on your taxes, man paid your taxes, the man been good to you. And this the thanks he get. Let's give Al Haymon and the PBC a round of applause. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot, man. Like I can go through this. Agent Broner spoke out. AB, like, let's look at some of these videos. Hold on, before I do that. Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let everybody know when you get in contact with Foster Barbershop, book an appointment. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor, Foster, a round of applause. Yeah, that's the address right there at the bottom, man, on the screen. Anyways. Shout out to IT Bail Bonds. Sitting in county jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date? Don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT Bail Bonds, and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT Bail Bonds at 813-231-2663. IT Bail Bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT Bail Bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. That's something else, man. Listen, man. Well, listen, everybody love Al Haymon. He ain't do nothing but hit people in the head with a bag full of money. I said, you know what? This is very fishy. Shout out to Al.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
We thanking Al. We thanking Al today. Let's go over here. I remember a time. Well, our man, Mr. Money Mayweather, I remember these days. This is on, shout out, I do not own the rights to the materials for education purposes only. But this was placed on Fight Hype, and then our Key TV got it. Do y'all remember this?
Dad, let's talk about myself. Let's talk about my team. Let's just talk about different things. Well, let me talk about it, not let us. Well, I'm going to talk to you guys. Check this out. When you talk about who's the best trainer, it's my dad, hands down. The reason why is because my dad trains his fighters to be ready all around the board, not just holding hand mitts. My dad gonna make sure that you're ready all around the board. Mentally, physically, He's going to make sure that when it's wartime, you're going to be ready. And my dad was able to do that. Al Haymon, you're an amazing person, a very shrewd businessman, another father that understood that I really wanted to learn the business on the outside.
Hey, real disrespectful, Al.
They was bogus as hell.
I'm doing my interview. They bringing everybody on. They bringing Haymon in. Yeah, when I hop in that one, I'm doing my interview.
So you heard what he said? He called Al a father in that video. He called him like his second father. He called him a father. He said he was a shrewd businessman. He want to thank him. Yes, the reason why every black fighter and Hispanic fighter thanks Al Haymon, that started with Floyd first. He was the one that didn't nobody know who Al was until him. Sam Watson turned Floyd on Al, and from there, Al got introduced to the world on the grander stage through Floyd. So this what it was. This what it was then. I'm like, wait a minute. No, wait.
We worked hand in hand, years and years together, and we made it happen.
Him and Al worked hand in hand, years and years together. They made it happen, and Al taught him the business. Let's continue.
And you're not just a great manager or a great advisor. You're one of the greatest people that I ever met in my life.
You're not just a great manager or a great advisor. You are one of the most amazing people that I ever met in my life. That's what Floyd said. Now you want me to believe that this guy who is a father to you, who taught you the business, who is not only a great manager and a great advisor, but he's one of the greatest human beings you ever met in your life. Now you want to believe that he concocted a scheme along with Showtime and Stephen Espinosa to rob you out of $340 million. But you didn't sue him, but you're scandalizing his name in the lawsuit.
To this day.
I said, wait a minute, something ain't right about this.
You know, I can't leave my dad out, of course, Dad.
Okay. So let's stop right there. Y'all get my point right there. Y'all get my point right there. Then I'm looking at AB. AB about billions. I said, okay, AB, y'all know AB kind of like, he posted something on his AB posted something on his stories on IG. AB said, I would never take legal, I would never matter of fact, turn to me. He said, I would never take legal action against Al Haymon. Some people might say I'm dumb or brainwashed, but I'm a loyal individual, and I know he did things for me that nobody would do. And if I owed any money, oh well, man, he kept me satisfied, and I would never spin the block for retaliation. It is what it is. See y'all soon. AB is taking up for Al. Right there. Acknowledging some of his faults and stuff like that. AB's faults. You get what I'm saying? And then I say, damn, 3 months ago, I told y'all. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's look at some of this contract. This is some of it right here. Let me go right here, show y'all some of this here right here. This is some of it right here. I have the actual lawsuit, right? But these are some bullet points. This is put out by a brother, Robert Little, right? And on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s undefeated boxing, yada, 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 has found a bombshell lawsuit against Los Angeles and Los Angeles Superior Court against Showtime Networks, Inc. Good luck with that. And his former sports president, Stephen Espinosa, good luck with that. He say filed on February the 3rd. The complaint alleges a massive financial scheme that deprived Mayweather of at least $340 million from his career earnings, potentially billions when factoring in lost investment growth. The suit claims Showtime and Espinosa aided a fraud orchestrated by Mayweather's longtime advisor, Al Haymon, through hidden accounts, unauthorized transfers, and deliberate concealment. And I asked myself the question, how do we get from Al, the most amazing person I've ever met? He's like a father to me. He's a shrewd businessman. He's taking me to heavenly heights. You know, I received my $100 million check because I remember he stood on the stage with Conor McGregor and he pulled out that $100 million check. He said, I got a $100 million check that I haven't even cashed yet. Remember that? And I said, no, Al Haymon got some powerful enemies, right? So he's saying that Al Haymon early relationship and building trust. He's saying here that Al Haymon kind of finesse him through building a relationship and through early relationship and building his trust, right? He said he met Al in 2004 via a mutual acquaintance, Sam Watson. Haymon impressed Mayweather with a fighter-first approach, leading to a verbal one-year management agreement in 2005. Where Haymon took a 10% fee, favorable in comparison to 33%. The man took 10%. He took 23% less than the industry norm. And this the thanks he get. But hold on. I think I figured it out. I think I did, right? You know, he talk about Al Haymon's fiduciary role. He speaks here about breaches of fiduciary duty. Y'all can read all this. I dropped the link. Lack of transparency. No formal accounting statements provided. Records tightly controlled by Haymon and associates like accountant Jeff Morris. Haymon gave verbal reassurances without documents, preventing discovery. And I'm like, okay, well, if this how Al Haymon ran his business, he been doing it like this here. Y'all ain't had no problem with it then. Danny Garcia ain't complaining. Errol Spence ain't complaining. Tank Davis ain't complaining. Well, Deontay Wilder didn't complain. Sean Porter ain't nobody complain. Floyd, you didn't even complain. Why is it a problem now? Then I said, oh, his new friends. I wonder, does his new friends have anything to do with this? I'm not sure. Let's see. Gross mismanagement. Failed to keep proper records. Mr. Smart Investments, huh? Okay, all right. Specific financial schemes. So this is the thing. If you ain't suing Al Haymon, why you bringing his name up all throughout this lawsuit, fam? Scandalizing that man's name like that. You ain't gonna get a dime from Showtime. Good luck with that. Showtime owned by Paramount. No matter how powerful attorneys that Floyd Mayweather may have, you ain't messing with Paramount Global, who is the parent company of Showtime. You ain't messing with Paramount Global. That's a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Good luck with that one. Anyways, let's continue. You were just praising them yesterday. Specific financial schemes, diverting earnings, unauthorized payments. He gives a breakdown of that. Concealment tactics, overall impact. And so, you know, you got people who who don't like Al Haymon. You know, they're going to take this and run with it. Civil conspiracy to commit fraud. You know, in order to be a conspiracy, it got to be more than one person. So probably either 2 or 3 people. So he's saying it was a conspiracy, conversion, theft of property, intent and complicity, wrongful acts, ownership rights. He want to try to get his masters from his fights. You know, unjust enrichment, all of these things, bigger picture damages, relief implications. And I'm like, okay, but Al Haymon is the key to all of this. He's the main guy who you mostly talking about in this lawsuit. The black man. The black man that has been nothing but good to you. Taught you how to read a Harry Potter book. Taught you how to read a check. Saved you from the white man barbarian. Showed you how to establish your own company. Negotiated 9-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure deals with network, with Showtime. And this the things he get. And I'm like, why is Floyd, why now? Why is he coming at this man now? Because he blowing a lot of his money. He's spending money like water. He say he buying Rolex watches, $20 million Rolex watches. The way this man blow money and trick off on exotic women, I'm like, bro, like, fam, you spending. 10 years later, now you get what I'm saying? Now you got an issue with the way Al do business? After he don't enrich you? And I say, wait a minute. I remember something in the opening monologue I read, right? And I said that Floyd, about 3 months ago, Floyd Mayweather spoke at the Republican Jewish Coalition Leadership Summit. That was 3 months ago. 3 months later, he's filed a lawsuit against Showtime and Stephen Espinosa, and he is implicating Al Haymon in this scheme. But he's not being sued. And I said, well, Al do got some powerful enemies. What's the motivation behind this? It don't smell right to me now. Now it don't smell right to me. Because I know other fighter is saying anything about Al. Everybody love him and praise him. And the machine, we know the machine didn't like him. That's what they were telling me when I came on, when I was getting attacked, right? So I said, you know what? I went and done a little digging, just a little bit, just a little light something. I did a little light something, and when I did the digging just a little bit, shout out to Corey from Miami, just a little bit, I found this. I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. So I'm not gonna play the music, it's copyrighted music, but this is Floyd Mayweather, and he's speaking at the Republican Jewish Coalition. Shout out to those beautiful brothers over there. I want y'all understand why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. Shout out to those beautiful brothers over there at the Republican Jewish Coalition. Shout out to y'all. All right. Y'all read in between the lines. So this is Floyd. They right behind Floyd, waving the flags. Beautiful Star of David. Shout out to the beautiful Star of David, our beautiful Jewish brothers and sisters. And they supporting Floyd Mayweather. Cheer them on to the ring. Cheer them on to the stage. Floyd is being, shout out to those beautiful people, his new friends. And they're escorting them to the stage, follow them to the stage, to stand on the red carpet on the stage. And this is, and you get what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna play. And he's sitting there proud, and he's happy. He looks different. He's glowing, And they steady supporting our foundational Black American brother. Look at him, he's happy, and they so proud, and they got the American flag and the beautiful Jewish flag. And I'm looking, and I'm like, man, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful, fam. And I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Then I'm looking, right? Oh, hold on, wait. What, hold on. I'm looking at me. They got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are friends, there are supporters, then there is greatness. Tonight, we recognize a man who's discovered that the measure of greatness is written not only in championship titles, gold, belts, or undefeated records, it's also written in courage, solidarity, and true friendship. Floyd Mayweather shows this kind of greatness. I'd like to take you back for a moment to Dubai in November 2022. We were there for a Floyd Mayweather exhibition match, and Champ turned to me and he said, what can we give your son Jonah for his birthday gift? It was the end of October. Jonah's birthday's in November. And then Jonah chimed.
Well, anyways, I don't want to go through the whole thing. We finna go jump straight to Floyd. He just established when he met Floyd, how the relationship started and the fester. Because we finna go straight to Floyd, because I'm like, wait. Oh, let me see what's up.
Speaking with every single soldier who had lost limbs, looking them in the eye, telling them that some of the greatest fights of his life took place outside of the ring. He did not rush for a moment. He made each hero feel like the champion.
So let's get to Floyd. Let's get to Floyd. I want y'all to see this. Hey, Reggie Owens, I want you to see this, fam.
Champion of Israel award to Floyd Mayweather. Award to Floyd Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating the World Champion of Israel Award to Floyd Mayweather.
They gave Floyd the World Champion of Israel Award and put a robe on his back. Our beautiful brothers and sisters of the Republican Jewish Coalition Committee. 3 months later, Al Haymon is not sued, but he's named in a lawsuit that he's not being sued in and being accused of committing a scheme to rob Floyd of money. Let's continue.
Bobby, first I want to say thank you. You've been nothing but a father-like figure, a gentleman.
Did you hear this? You've been nothing but a father-like figure. Didn't he say that about Al Haymon? He said that same thing about Al, right? He's like a father figure to me. When you see Al, you see me. You remember that? Now he meet our beautiful brother, our beautiful Jewish brother. He sit down with him and he tell him the same thing. One thing about Floyd, he knows when he meets, he knows how to spot a father figure. Let's continue. Okay? Let's continue.
A big brother and a special person. Jonah. When I first met Jonah, I never knew where our relationship would end up. But you have always been a stand-up person, a great guy, a great friend, and a brother that can never be replaced. We hear certain things. We hear so many different things out here in the world about Floyd Mayweather. But one thing about Floyd Mayweather, I'm loyal. And loyalty is not an action.
Now, Floyd told one of the biggest lies right there. Because I know a lot of people, I know people who know Floyd and he's not as loyal as he's saying he is. I got a manager right now I talk to on the phone. Floyd shitted on a lot of people who look like me and you. He ain't loyal at all. And if you're so loyal, why you suing Showtime and Stephen Espinosa? But not only that, why you throwing your brother Al Haymon name under the bus? You just met your new friends yesterday. But you've been knowing Al for years. You throw your brother name under the bus. Let's continue.
It's a lifestyle. So if I'm with you, Jonah, I'm with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And to those that's watching and has never been to Israel, it's one of the best places in the world. No matter where I travel to around the world throughout the years, I will always make that pit stop in Israel, always.
But you ain't never made the pit stop to the hood. What about the hood? All these people who been threatening me over the years about you and saying I better not say nothing bad about your, like, what about them people? I don't mind you taking a pit stop to the beautiful country of Israel. This is a beautiful country from what I heard. But we just asked you to make a pit stop through Chicago, through through Bed-Stuy, through Liberty City. You be down there in Miami a lot, but you don't come to Liberty City. Boy, I'm a motherfucker.
And like I said before, I'm not with you guys 10%, 50%. I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. I will always stand behind the country of Israel, the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather in Israel. I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't have a voice.
That's what I wanted to show y'all right there. Hey, what it say, Green Eyes P? You say no more warnings. Hey, listen, hey, Green Eyes P, man, you know, y'all, you moderators, y'all warn them. Y'all warn them in the chat, because you know what? You got to subscribe to this channel in order to troll me. So if you trolling or spamming, I don't see what's going on, but if you trolling or spamming, you know, you have to subscribe to do that. So that let me know you probably one of them fuck niggas that got blocked, because we got like 1,500 troll account, bot accounts blocked. One of these fuck nigga bots. And you know, and guess what? We will invite you to the block party. Create another account. We know you will. Because you're trying to get my attention. The best way to get my attention, send a $5 super chat in the above, and that's how you get my attention. True. So I say, you know what? This is strange. This is very strange. Like, what are the chances of, you know, just, you get what I'm saying? Like, what are the chances? I just went to thinking, and I'm like, he ain't never said that he support us like that. I remember when you was always throwing money at the camera. Yeah, y'all said it was a recession. You know, it don't look like no recession to me. I got all my money throwing $100 bills at the camera back when President Barack Obama was the president. I remember that. Gucci ain't never did nothing wrong to me. Like I said before, I'm finna go in the Gucci store right now and drop by 200. I dropped the like 200 in Gucci. I like 200. That's just a little like something. Shout out to Big Mason. Hey Mason, what's going on, fam? Mason, I say, what's going on? I say, listen, man. Listen, what's going on, fam? I say, I be there. I just went to looking. I turned my head to the side. And I say, damn. Now I'm looking at this entire thing differently now. You know, my conspiracy hat is up here now. It's like, I got my conspiracy hat on. I'm like, wait a minute now. I ain't got but a GED. But some man, shout out to Bruce Gas. Some, you know, it's like Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat made a song back in '87. He dropped an album back in '87 called "Make It Last," right? Make It Last Forever. And he made it with a song. You know, he made it called "Something Ain't Right." Something just ain't right. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait a minute. Did our brother sell Al Haymon out for chicken change? As James Brown would say. Shout out to James Brown. R.I.P. to the Godfather. Sold me out for chicken change. Did he sell us out for chicken change? And he didn't go as far as suing Al Haymon. But if you look at the lawsuit, Al Haymon name all throughout the lawsuit as being one that's committed a crime. I say, I be damned. Did Floyd sell out? That's the question. Did Floyd sell out? I'm just asking. Did he sell out? Just asking. That, you know what I mean? Listen. I'm just asking a question.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon.
Hey, shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Cause Floyd is like the messiah to the black and Mexican fighter in boxing. Canelo even think when Canelo had 3 fights over there at PBC, the first person he thought was Al Haymon. He said, you know, I would like to thank Al Haymon. And you know, had I had Al Haymon in my career in the beginning, you know, I would be a lot richer than what I am now. Y'all remember Canelo saying something of that sort? He thanked Al like, man, he was happy to the mother over there with Al. Canelo got all his money. He ain't complaining. Tank Davis got all his money. He ain't complaining. Adrian Broner complained, but he ain't complaining no more. He said he loved Al. Leo Santa Cruz, he ain't complaining. He loved Al so much, he named his son after Al Haymon. His son is the only Mexican in Mexico named Al Haymon. Bro, just imagine walking up on a Mexican. You in Mexico. You walk up on a Mexican, you know, hey, oye, puto. Oye, what's your name, man? Say, what's your name? My name's Al Haymon, Holmes. It's Al Haymon. Al Haymon. I'm not for real. What's your name is? It's Al Haymon. It's Al Haymon, puto. For real? Yeah, my name Al Haymon. Al Haymon Jr. True. Man named his name. Bro, just imagine being a Mexican child in school. Mexican boy in school named Al Haymon. Anyways, without further ado, our guest is here. I want to give us a round of applause, and I'm very, very thankful for this brother, to Carcino. Let's give Carcino a round of applause. Hello, man. Carcino, what's up, brother?
What's good? What's good with you, Coach Malachi? What's up, man?
And I appreciate you, man. I was like, man, I reached out to Blood Boxing yesterday. I say, Blood. He said, what's up, bro? I say, man, I've always wanted to meet Carcino. When I first came on the scene, you was having the boxing at that time. Not when I first came on the scene, but when I first started watching like YouTube videos and boxing, it's about 2014. So I'm going back. You know, you was one of the main ones I used to watch. You, Dante's Boxing Nation.
Yeah.
And Blood Boxing. Yeah, Blood Boxing. And then I came on the scene 5 years ago. And I think you had left boxing alone altogether.
I kind of did it on a little bit. We had the website, and then I kind of let the younger guys do it because the younger guys was taking over on the website because we had boxing socialists. Then now it's boxing and basketball. We still got it. But the younger guys, they mostly go to the fights now and do all that. So I just still own the website with Sean. Me and Sean own it, but the younger kids, so me and Sean own the website, so everybody else, the younger guys, they want to write, they want to go out to the fights and do the interviews. I kind of like let them do that. And I'm like, all right, y'all got that now. It's y'all time. I'll let y'all go do that. I done went through 1,000 fights. 1,000 moments. So I was like, I understood that feeling. So I just let them have it.
Carcino, for all of those in the chat who may not even know who you are, I know exactly who you are. Everybody, all the OGs know who you are. Let everybody know who what's your background and how you got into boxing. Just let them know who you are. Give them an introduction of yourself.
Well, my introduction into it from the boxing standpoint is we were all coming up in like the early 90s, like boxing on the west side in the gym. I remember I walked in the gym just like, man, let me just boxing, get in shape, because I always loved boxing, period. So that was like my first love in the sport of boxing. But Nate Jones, who, this is how I know Floyd.
Shout out to Nate.
Yeah, Big Nate was in the same gym. So he was boxing at the heavyweight, and he was like, he was small to be fighting at heavyweight, I thought, but he was fighting in the heavyweight division, but he was slick. So he was good, and then the same guy that was coaching him was training me at the time, but then I was like, man, I was so good. Like, speed, everything, man. It was just footwork. Soon as we got in the ring, man, I'm going with a guy that's so experienced, I'm just landing. I'm thinking like, man, dude, I could be world champion by next week. And I'm getting off doing everything I want to do, all the combinations they taught me, I'm running them on them. And then they was like, oh, you think you're doing something? The guy was like, oh, you think you're doing something? Like, all right, now go on and give him something. Yeah, the guy's like, all right, now let's go on and step it up. And the guy was just there taking it. You know, like, okay, yeah. That's nothing. And then he was like, okay, boom. I was like, whoa, time out. Wait a minute, that's gonna leave a mark. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's already like, is that a cut? I was like, oh no, nah, I didn't know that. I can get hit too. So
what made you start? What made you decide to go into content creation as related to boxing? Like,
I'm gonna get there because after that, Nate and Floyd, we went to Milwaukee. I was there watching Nate. Him and Floyd ended up fighting on the same card, and that's how they met.
What year that was?
Yeah, that was 95. I would say 1995. And they met in 95 in Milwaukee, and Floyd came. First thing he said, he walked straight up and said, you know I'm the best fighter in the world, right?
95. Floyd was still Floyd did he turn pro in 96, right?
Yeah, he turned pro at like the end of 90. He went to the Olympics in 96. So this is like one of the national tournaments and stuff like that. So we out there, and this was our first time meeting Floyd. We ain't never met him. And he walked up and was like, you know I'm the best fighter in the world, right? And we were like, who is you?
Yeah.
So Nate had already fought already. He won his fight. So he was telling everybody to stick around and watch his fight. He's like, stick around and watch my fight. So everybody was getting ready, and they was like, where's that little dude the little one that had all that mouth? Is he fighting? So he goes and we look in the ring. We're like, yeah, let's stick around and see what he looked like. So he's like, he had all this mouth. And man, we stuck around and watched his fight, and it was a masterpiece. Like, it was like, I don't even think the dude that he was fighting actually landed a punch.
A punch, yeah, man. Pretty boy, hey, man, to see that. Yeah, Pretty boy was a mother, man.
Yeah, so after that, him and Nate became tight. And then I saw him again like years later, like throughout the time when Nate was fighting with him and rolling with him, I would meet up with them. So, and then he'll come to Chicago and kick it. So that's how I really got into the camps with Floyd and everything else, and seeing how he trained, seeing how the discipline and everything that he followed to the letter. Like he was definitely a one-on-one there, because I've never seen a fighter train like him ever in my life. And I've seen fighters train in their routine. Nobody trains like that. And that's what part that people don't see. They see the 24/7, they see the plan, the flash, he throw the money, and they just think, oh, he can't definitely be working like that. Oh, he worked like that.
Hey, I want to pivot a little bit, right? Hold on. Am I echoing? Oh, sorry about that.
No, you good.
Because I know you used to cover Floyd a lot, like because of your close relationship with him.
Yeah.
And now we see, and I remember, like, you used to talk a lot about, Floyd, Al Haymon, PBC, and stuff like that. And you were the first guy I thought of when his lawsuit dropped. What do you think about? I know you read the lawsuit. I have it as well. I read it. Al Haymon, he's suing, Floyd is suing Showtime and Stephen Espinosa for $340 million, and he's saying there was a scheme, or meaning a crime or whatever, that was concocted by Al Haymon, to scheme him out of $340 million. And I'm like, at one point in time, he said Al was like a father to him. He praised him. The reason why fighters say, first of all, I want to thank Al Haymon, is because of Floyd Mayweather. Because he was the first one I ever seen say that. Right. Yeah. So how do you feel about this? Like what the hell you think is really going on? Because it seemed like he's throwing Al under the bus.
Well, I've talked to the team since I've done my video. Actually, in the video I did, and I want you to bring this picture up right quick. I want to show them this.
Where's that? You just sent it to me on my phone?
It's in there. And when you see the picture, I want for them to have the example. I've actually talked to some people from PBC. I talked to Sam Watson. So I talked to Sam, and we spoke about it briefly. But it's in the StreamYard. It's in the back.
Oh, the StreamYard? Oh, okay. All right, I have it right. Okay, so how do I? Oh, wait. How do I add it to the?
Oh, you see the button at the bottom when it had those pictures on there where you can go side by side, and you click the one of the buttons.
Oh,
and it had a picture in it.
I see it. Oh, wait, matter of fact, let me stop sharing the screen on that. All right, there.
There you go. Yeah. So that's right there. You're looking at Al Haymon present Floyd Mayweather with his check after a fight. This was after the second Madonna fight. He gave Floyd his check. Now, you will never see this photo anywhere else. So I'm gonna tell you right now, because one, Al don't like to be photographed and recorded or anything. Al doesn't do interviews. Al don't really talk. Al is a Harvard graduate who came from Cleveland, and his brother used to box, and he just saw how after his brother's career, he didn't have anything after boxing. And Al Haymon was a promoter for years. He put together the Michael Jackson, the Victory Tour.
Victory Tour. Yeah, him and Don. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, with Don.
Him and Don
All
King,
the
yeah.
Frankie Beverly and Mays, Bad Boy tours.
New Edition. Whitney
right.
Houston, MC Hammer.
Right. All of that. So that just shows you how far back Al Haymon goes. Al has money. Like, he have access to a lot of money. But the thing about Al is that Al is done it by staying behind the scenes, but he wanted to come into boxing and take over. Vernon Forrest was his first fighter, for people that don't remember. So that was his first guy he really got behind when he beat Shane Mosley. That's why it was so important for him, because it really gave him his foot into the game. Once he got in, he knew how to negotiate contracts to where other fighters, they were never getting a lot of back-end money on pay-per-view. They were getting paid flat fees. He changed that. So when he came in and started doing his model, HBO didn't like Al Haymon, of course. So they wanted to get him out of the way. So when Floyd needed him, he came in and helped Floyd, because Floyd had got swindled out of $20 million after the De La Hoya and the Ricky Hatton fight. All of that money he had in his bank account from that fight, when he went into his retirement, he let some guy that we don't even know come in and finesse him out of like $20+ million.
To my Floyd?
Yes. And this is when he was threatening to go sign with Don King because of this incident that happened. But Floyd did that on his own. A guy came in and said, "Hey man, I could take your money. You give me $1 million, I could turn that to 3 with this whole technical thing they did." So Floyd ended up trusting the dude. The dude had cars, jewelry, and all this stuff. Came by the crib. Floyd wired him like $1 million, and he gave him and the money came back. It was like 2-3 million. Dude's like, "See, I told you, man. It works just like this." So Floyd gave him like 2.5 million. And he turned that to 5 million. Like, see, in days. He's like, "See, this is how it works, Floyd. I'm telling you, this is, man, you got to get this." So Floyd was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm making millions a day." So he was really excited about it. And right after that, that's when all of a sudden, out of the blue, the guy said, "Man, you give me access to this and I got access to the account, I'm gonna just put this 5 that we got back in, and then by the end of the day, we gonna have like probably about 50-60 million, or probably more." Because he's like, "This is the big score." And the guy, so Floyd gave him access. He took like 20+ million out of the account. And the guy disappeared. They couldn't.
What year this was?
This was in 2000. I want to say around 2008 or 9, around that time. And this is when Floyd started hanging with Don King, and Don was gonna give him 100 million. He was in Orlando at that time, saying he finna sign with Don King. And Al was taking care of that, trying to find out. They almost caught that guy too. They were looking for him. But that guy was a scammer that they let come in. They had nothing to do with Al. And Al helped him out with his tax situation, because that's how he got into the tax problems that he had. And a lot of people didn't know that incident happened, but that was real, people. That really happened. He got swindled out of like 20+ million. And that was a bad time, and his taxes got behind. Al came in and said, "Look, we're going to help you out, because Al was representing him at that time. Because before he had James Prince.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Jay Prince. Yeah.
He had James Prince, and then that incident went left. And so Al Haymon helped him negotiate, said, buy out your contract with Bob Arum. Bob bought him out of his contract with Bob, and he became his own promoter. And you've seen fighters do that now. They get out of their contract with promoters and start promoting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But Floyd is at the point where he can market and promote himself in that way, but he needed a landing home. And Oscar De La Hoya with Golden Boy, they needed Al Haymon. So what Al Haymon did was negotiated with Oscar De La Hoya and say, okay, well, I already see how y'all platform is set up. Y'all are good for us because you don't have any black fighters on your card. All y'all do is promote Latinos. Besides Shane Mosley and Bernard Hopkins, there ain't nobody black on Golden Boy. Everybody Hispanic. And he said, that's cool. We can work here because I have black fighters. And we're going to basically partner. And this is going to help us out. So we're going to have nothing here but the best of the best. So you got, you have Deontay Wilder. You had, like, he brought in all of the fighters. Al did from his side, the black fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Then Oscar De La Hoya had Canelo and everything else. So when they did the Showtime deal, I was with Floyd when he signed the contract. When he got the 300 plus million, we were in Detroit, Michigan. And that was when Ishai Smith had won the title, the first fighter from Mayweather's team to ever win the title outside of him was Ishai when he beat K9. And
K9, yeah.
Yeah, so we was in Detroit at the Masonic Temple. So it was Floyd's birthday weekend. So we was also at the party on the MGM building. So at this time, the negotiation for the deal, we knew he was fighting Robert Garcia. So that fight was getting announced right away.
Mm.
So he's fighting Robert Garcia. Then he's fighting, I think, Victor Ortiz after that or something. But it was already in negotiation that Manny Pacquiao and Canelo would definitely be in that mix, in that 6-fight deal that he had. So guaranteed he was going to make billions in this contract. And that's what Al was telling him, like, you're going to amass $1 billion out of this deal. He says, this is just the initial money that you're going to make. You're going to make more than that. But then he told him, you got to rebrand yourself. You got to separate yourself from HBO. Stephen Espinoza, who they're suing, was working for Golden Boy at the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's Golden Boy's guy. Haymon knows him and Richard Schaefer. They start rolling to Al Haymon because Al is smart. Oscar is just the face. These are the businessmen. He's a Swiss banker, Richard Schaefer. And Stephen Espinoza is really a gopher. He's there to do the errand works and everything else, but he's really a gopher in this situation. Al Haymon is the one that they really were working for. So Al put Stephen Espinosa in Showtime, got them to hire him as the president of the boxing operations. Al did that. Al said,
damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why they put him there. And that's why when Al brought Floyd there, Stephen Espinosa became president of boxing.
That's why. So is that the reason why Floyd is saying in his lawsuit that, hey, look, Stephen was working with Al to scheme me out of money. Is that why? Does that have some kind of relation?
Well, I think he's bringing light to it because he have to for all of the back stuff that he owes. Floyd has bad spending habits. He's always had, because he didn't know. Since a kid, he's never had a concept of money. Like, he doesn't know what something costs. If he goes somewhere, he over tips. He'll tip the guy who give him a bag, give him $100. Boom, boom, give him $100. And they'd be like, dude, you don't gotta give him $100. Like, give him a 20. You know, like, get it. You ain't gotta. But he don't know the concept. He's just like, I would rather overpay than somebody to say I didn't tip them what I should have.
Yeah.
So he has a big heart. He likes to give back. But his concept is he didn't understand how this was helping him, what they were doing. And I think he's at the point now, because they were basically giving him snipings, like, we're going to sniping you the money So this would keep you in a lower tax bracket. See, they didn't understand. Floyd didn't understand that because he's a tax attorney. So the money on the back end, instead of giving you the big lump sum and you got to pay this massive tax, this is how your tax was low. So they were just giving it to you in portions, saying, hey, this is going to pay this, pay that, pay this. And this is in this account here. And mostly it was in a hedge fund. And most of these hedge funds, that's how PBC got funded, through the hedge fund.
Yeah, White Island Reed, I remember.
Right. So this is how Al was operating. Now, the thing is that Floyd, the reason he can't sue Al is because he signed a POA. And that's for everybody that's listening, that is called power of attorney. Yep. He signed the power of attorney over to Al. So Al got power of attorney to basically do whatever he wants. Al has a law license. So Al can act as a lawyer if he wants to. I don't know if it's still valid to this day, but you give up.
And Al has an MBA as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he does. And from Harvard. So Harvard business. So this man understood exactly what he was doing and how he was doing it. And he knows how to work under the scale, over the scale, any way you want. But when you sign those papers over with Al, you gave him, he's not your manager. And that's what people make it like, they blur the lines. He's not your promoter, he's not your manager, he's an advisor. And he puts himself in that title for a reason. You can't really legally stick him with anything. He's an advisor. He advised you what to do. And that's why you can't, Al is unsuable in this situation. He's your advisor.
Hey, look here. Hey, hold on, Cartino.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon.
Hey man, look here, man. Hey, I don't like now. It seemed like they're trying to. They're not suing Al, but it seemed like he's scandalizing the man's name. Al has been good to Floyd. When I came on the scene, they say Al was like a messiah. You got Mexican fighters like Leo Santa Cruz naming their children after him, and Al ain't nobody complaining about Al. They love him. Come on, man. Come on, Casino. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Al. Al made sure Floyd had a lot of business taken care of through Al. Al did a lot of things inside and outside for Floyd. That was like, dude, if it wasn't for Al Haymon, this shit would have been crashed a long time ago. Yeah. Al was keeping everything afloat. But in 2024, he fired Al. He went with these new people after 2024. He liked what was going on. He liked the fact that Al didn't want kicking him off with no extra money. And he was like, where the money at? You know, that's what Floyd like, man, where the money at? You couldn't have given me all my money. Yeah. And he's basically telling him, he was like, well, I want to see the records, because he brought in new people. They was like, oh, you wouldn't want to see the books from Showtime. We want to see what Al done, like seeing that they can get an audit done from Showtime, so that he has to put this legal paperwork in place so that they can get an audit. Al told him, hey, it got lost in the flood, dog. Paperwork, oh yeah, that got lost in the flood.
It got lost in the flood, fam. It happened. Listen, Noah went through a great flood thousands of years ago, brother. If Noah can go through the flood, it can happen. Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, so he told him, hey man, that flood got it. So I talked to, when this lawsuit was going through, I called Sam Watson, and Sam, that's who everybody thought was Al Haymon. Yeah, so I talked to Sam. Sam was like, man, Floyd just a crazy ass fighter, man. He don't listen to nobody.
Yeah.
And, you know, he spent up all his money, man. You know how it is. He went through all that money, man. Now he owe all this stuff, and ain't nobody there to take care of him. And these new people he went with them Jewish boys, and, you know, he thought, like, he's like, now they got him doing these showcase fights. He's like, we do real fights over here. We don't do the showcase thing, man. That's him fighting. He fighting overseas, fighting Gotti twice. He's like, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with us.
Hey, Carcino, I want. You said something about our Jewish brothers and sisters, if you could pick up what I'm putting down, our
Mm-hmm.
beautiful Jewish brothers and sisters. This
Yes,
when he
sir.
was at the Republican Jewish Coalition 3 months ago, and he pledged his allegiance. He spoke how he will always support Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and he always gonna have their back, and he gonna support them wholeheartedly. So I noticed. I said, well, look like Floyd might have made some new friends, and I wanted to do. And Al got enemies in boxing who they didn't want to see him succeed because he was helping a lot of fighters and paying them and putting a whole lot of money in their pockets and setting up their families and stuff. And I can imagine there's a lot of people that don't like that. Is it a possibility? I'm not saying it is, but is that a possibility that some of Floyd's newfound friends or someone else may have a motive to try to take down, they can't sue Al, but try to take him down as well as by naming him in this lawsuit?
Yeah, by putting his name out there, but not suing him. Absolutely. They want to show like, see, this guy's a crook, knowing that they have controlled 92% of boxing business for the last 200 years.
Yeah.
They have controlled that, and they have manipulated the game to where they got paid and the fighters got nothing. That the Muhammad Ali had to come out with the Muhammad Ali Act to guarantee that the fighters get 80% and the promoter could only get 20. They had to put that in effect because they were just totally taking everything from the fighters.
From the fighter, yeah.
Yeah, right. So all of the legendary fighters, they should have health and all the money they made. All of them are poor and they don't have money to take care of themselves. Like Magic Marlon Starlins, man, I was like, man, his body is all brittled up from fighting. And there's nobody there to really give him support. He got part dementia. It's just sad. You see what happened to some of our fighters, and Floyd was like, I'm not going to go out that way.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to make sure I'm doing investments, to make sure I'm not doing this and this. So he was always on investing. That's one thing I'll give Floyd. But people, when you have money, they will come to try to manipulate and get everything off of you as much as possible. They send people in. They might be a friend. This guy knows somebody. Y'all go to the Hublot shop. He give you a $250,000 watch saying you part of the family. But Floyd doing that told me that there was a bigger problem at hand. He wants to invest into this new property that they got with the buildings. And he wants to, like, skyscrapers. And he wants to get into the Dubai skyscrapers and everything else. So his support with Israel and all of this, he want to get into that financial group so that they would let Floyd come in, and it pretty much guarantees how much money he will be making per month. And he'll be like, oh, if I'm in there and I'm backing them, long as I'm good with them and the Republicans and the conservative parties, that I'm still in that circle. They're going to take care of me and make sure I'm good, long as I'm singing their praises. And they're going to let him in. So they brought him out there to do it. Dog and pony show him around. And I said, oh, he wasn't with Al no more when he doing that. I knew that. I was like, something's going on. And they was like, 2024, man. He's like, that was the last time we really was working with Floyd. He's like, we ain't talked to him since 2024. I was like, oh, he's like, he with them new people now. They got him. But he's like, he gonna see at the end, because it's like, how you gonna sue Showtime for allocating the funds when you gave power of attorney over to Al? It's going to be hard for them to do. And they said, well, you didn't pay me. You paid my advisor that you gave power of attorney to. You signed power of attorney to Al, and you're not suing Al. You're not suing the lawyer that you gave power of attorney to. You're suing Showtime. So,
hey, Casino, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait, you ain't suing Al, but wait, what? I'm like, bro, like, I almost jumped out the window at first, right? Then I said, wait a minute. Then I ran across that video that Floyd did, and shout out to our beautiful brothers at the Republican Jewish Coalition. No problem. I saw him over there giving a speech over there, and I said, oh, then hey, Casino, then a light bulb went off of my head. I said, I ain't got but a GED, but I have a master's degree in common sense. Something that was like, this is the timing just too perfect.
Yeah, and that it was perfectly aligned. because that's where he is now. Floyd will align with anybody that's going to give him a check. That picture of Al handing him the check is how his life is. He was always there receiving a check. Somebody always gave him a check. And once you always just like somebody goes gonna pay me a check, like he always used to tell me because he'll forget my name every time we're there, and I'll be like, man, you done forgot my name again. And he go, look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. The only people name I remember is the last person that wrote me the check and the last chick I slept with. That's them the only names I remember.
Man.
But he was like, man, but you know, you gotta like reintroduce yourself almost to him. And then once he realized, he's like, oh yeah, I remember him. Then next thing you know, you his best friend.
But why is that though? Is he losing his memory or
he just don't care to focus on it? Like if you're not somebody he see 24 hours a day, like he don't see me that long. He see me like maybe once, twice a year. You know, so when he see me, all the events or what happened with us, it comes back like a flood. It's like somebody like, oh yeah, you was there, man. Oh man, they cheated us. I was like, yeah. The Adrian Broner incident, I was there. I'm like, yeah, with AB, they was tripping over a basketball game. I was like, exactly. He's like, we played in the same conditions because Mayweather and Broner would play ball all the time. Floyd want to be great at every single thing, and AB, he could play ball. Like Adrian Broner could play, shoot threes, cross shoot, everything, right? So they won. They beat Floyd. And when they beat Floyd, him and P. Rilla, Floyd and P. Rilla went against Twin and Adrian Broner, and that didn't go well when after they beat Floyd and them. So they played outdoors and it was all windy. So AB couldn't get his shots to go in because they were missing. And then Floyd and them won. Like, man, we beat y'all out there in Florida, man. He was like, man, dog, it was all windy as hell. And I was like, yeah, but come on, man. I was like, we played in the hood. We played outside, dog. You know,
the elements,
it's same conditions. And that's when Floyd was like, that's right. That's what my man said right here. Same conditions.
Man, hey. So is there a possibility? Like, cause I'm thinking like athletes blow their money, spend money all the time. And Floyd, me being on the outside looking in, what he shows to the world is that he's a compulsive gambler and he loves spending money. Now, I don't know how much of that is just him flogging for the camera, and he's bragging about he buying $18 million Rolex watches, his fleet of cars. I have heard that he owned all of his stuff, like all his cars he owned it, whatever houses he owned. I did hear that, he's supposed to be investing in like you say, skyscrapers in New York, Dubai, stuff like that. He did this video not too long ago saying his new investment, he's gonna be making $300 million a month. And I think I'm not sure, but I think he said this around the time I guess he made his new friends, because this video was probably within probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years old the most.
Yeah, it's with his new friends, and what he doesn't realize is that the group collectively will be making about $300 million a year off the fund. That's not going to be his cut. He's not gonna make that off.
He's not gonna make 300.
No, he's not making $300 million a month. If he did, that's a great achievement. But he's in line to make some really good money off of renting and owning skyscrapers, and being able to do that is genius, because once you do that and you own a piece of the entire building, every office in there, you get a piece of everything. The business is coming into there. That's consistent money coming in. But the thing about it also is that when you align yourself in those groups, you don't know, you're right back in the same boat. You don't know, they're just using you for your celebrity. So once that starts to die down and you're no longer bringing anything towards them of any value, they have no use for you. So then you got to find out who's there to protect you now for your tax problems. Who's there to protect you from everything that's going to happen that Al had to do. When the IRS was coming to put the chains on your doors, when he gave him that check and that picture, ladies and gentlemen, When Al Haymon handed Floyd that check and that photo, the look on Floyd's face is complete surprise because it's not what he thought the check was. And he giving him 2 checks. He gave him 1 check and he said, this is for the tax. We had to take out for the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody on Floyd's team always got paid on Monday. Leonard Ellerby would come in and pay everybody on Monday. He would come in. If the fight was Saturday night, on Monday, you got paid. Everybody got a check who was on the payroll. They come right to the gym. They say, hey, meet up at the gym, the Mayweather gym or whatever, and there it is. Everybody getting their check. Boom. Where you at? Boom. Here your check. Boom. Here your check. Everybody was paid on time. So Al made sure everybody was paid. So I don't know how he never got his money, but in that fight, Floyd had owed the tax man, and he waited to the end of that fight because he told him, he's like, you didn't pay taxes on the last one. So you're going to have to pay the taxes now through this here. So this is what you're getting right now. This is going to the tax man. So he gave him 2 checks, and Floyd was confused, like, so they take, this is all I'm getting? He was like, yeah, but the back end money, you going to keep all of that. He's like, trust me, you paying your taxes here. This is for you. This for the tax man. Everything else you're going to be able to keep on the back end. So whatever account Al had the money coming in, Al contract only gives him 10%. And then he didn't have a contract anymore. His contract was for 360 days. And he got 10%. After the first year, they never signed another deal. Al was just there. And he was just like, hey, Al, my advisor, I'm sticking with Al Haymon. Al getting me this money. So now they didn't even have another deal in place. Al deal was for 360 days. The first year, 365. That 1 year, as an advisor, he got 10%. After that, they never really had another deal. He just kept Al around. Like, Al ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, because he was saying that Al's like a father to him, and bro, like everybody praising Al Haymon, and I'm like, I haven't heard anything bad about him, and I'm hearing people saying, well, you know, his enemies don't like him. There are people who don't like him. They say he's a crook, he A, B, C, and D, and you know, and I'm like, well, you know, Floyd got this situation. He's suing. Now I did see the interview that Stephen Espinosa gave. He only spoke. He only touched on it a little bit because the guy asked him. Stephen didn't look like he was worried at all.
No, because Al put him there. It's like, he's like, man, look, Al put me in that seat, man. Come on, you know that. But he was like, look, dude, you was there working with Showtime. You were president of Showtime, so I got to name you in the suit. I can't say Showtime and don't. You was the president of Showtime, but we all know Al put you in the seat. That's why now that he's not there, he's working for PBC. Over with Amazon and PBC, which is
yeah. You talking about Espinosa is working. He working with PBC right now. Yeah,
exactly, because he works for Al, and that's it. And that's just how it's got to roll. So he know what time it is. I mean, Espinosa only gonna give you so much, but he knows what time it is.
Yeah.
The 50 Cent came into this story. And I'm gonna let y'all know too. I talked about it a little bit on the Patreon. I got a video over there, but
give me your Patreon because I want to sign up for it.
Okay, Carcino for life on Patreon.
All right, I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna sign up for it today.
That's what's up. Now here's the thing.
He said Carcino for life.
Yeah.
Is that the number 4 or?
Yeah, the number 4.
Life spelled the right way.
Mm-hmm.
LIFE.
Mm-hmm.
Patreon.
Now, yeah, on Patreon. And we talked about the 50 Cent part over there because when 50 Cent came into the picture, 50 Cent was going through kind of a financial strain, but not that much. Because he kind of, you know, him and Floyd been tight for years, but he just walked in to the gym one day. Floyd didn't even know he was coming. He just showed up at the gym right when they was filming 24/7 when he's going to fight Victor Ortiz. 50 just walked into the gym and was like, hey, what's up? In the middle of them filming. And he was like, oh, that's Fifth. You know, Floyd, no Fifth right away. You know, and so they came right in and he just started. It was the greatest 24/7 promotion they had, and Fifth just jumped in. But at that time, he was fighting with Interscope. 50 was at the end of his deal with them,
With
and
Jim
he was
Iovine and
trying to
all
get
them,
off
yeah.
the label. Yeah, so he was keeping his face out there and staying relevant at the time. But he's getting into the movie and television side. He was just getting that started and going into that realm. And he got a $260 million deal because he paid for Mark Wahlberg's meal. And that's really what got him in the door. Mark invited him to the table. And Floyd and Mark Wahlberg ended up falling out because Floyd wanted to fight him after he saw him go over there to Manny Pacquiao, after he was training with Mark Wahlberg, teaching him stuff, him and 50 and Floyd. And they were supposed to come out with a movie. They was going to get their own movie company with Diddy involved and F. Gary Gray. And all of them was like, okay, we're going to own and distribute our own movies. We're going to put them out. Because they was talking about, at this time, Redbox had came up, and Redbox was the way to go. It's like, look, Redbox is doing this. They doing millions. So this was before Netflix streaming and all that, when Netflix used to send you the disc at home.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. So all of that was happening at the same time. So all of this is going on, and meetings are taking place. Fifth come in the middle of all of this. Comes in like 2011, and he's hanging with Floyd. So all of this is happening. He goes ahead for the Victor Ortiz fight. Everything is good. He patched things up with Lil Wayne at the fight. Yeah. So it's all love. So when this was all said and done, they was through with it. And Floyd, he's looking at everything. Like Fifth came up to us because he was just sitting back and observing everybody. And we was like, why? Fifth ain't saying nothing. He just chilled, And I was just like, Fifth, one of my favorite rappers. So I was like, man, I ain't want to come up to him like a fan, So I just like, I'm gonna be cool. And then he just gradually, when we all going in to eat, he came up in there and he was speaking to everybody like individually. He would say something to somebody, and then he just came up to me and was like, what's your zodiac sign? And I said, Sagittarius. He's like, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then he's like, then he just walked off. And I was like, that was weird. I was like, I told my boy, like, that was weird. Right. And then he's really in there. He asked Nate the same thing. And he told Nate was like, he said the same thing to me. I said, Taurus. And he said, yeah, he's like, you loyal. He's like, you loyal even when you should be, when you shouldn't be. You loyal. But he was like, what the hell he mean? He's being real cryptic. And what he was trying to do, and I was like, now that we saw everything play out, he was setting the stage. 50 Cent was trying to find out who was the unloyal person he could use. He wanted to find the crack. And he found the crack in Tommy. Guy named Tommy, who came home from jail, cool with Floyd, everything else. He's sitting there and he was like, all right, Tommy's in there. He used to work with Don King and this and that. Tommy want to get to the bag. Fifth's like, that's the guy. That's who I can use. Yeah. And that's who he started dealing with, asking Tommy, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? And then Fifth started talking to Floyd, saying, man, look, you giving Al 10%, but we doing all the marketing, we doing all the work. And what is he really doing? The paperwork? He was like, we could do that. You talking about you want to start your promotional company, the money team? Let's do it. He's like, well, ain't nothing stopping us from doing that. Because Mayweather Promotions didn't exist yet. They were still under Golden Boy.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he was like, look, man, let's just go ahead and let's do it this way. Let's me and you, we get our company and we scout these fighters. You know who the best fighters is. So Floyd went and scouted all these fighters that he was going to sign. He had Gamboa, Billy Dibb, and it was a couple other guys.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, man, we'll start it up. We'll do this and that. But he was like, yeah, that sounds good. But he was like, not going to ever cut away from Al Haymon. But he didn't tell him that. Then when he went to jail, it was a lot of weird activity after that. Fifth is in the courtroom, making sure he there for Floyd. You know, he wanted to be seen like, I'm gonna be there for him. And even when Floyd got out of jail, this is when things all ultimately changed. Floyd got rid of a lot of people that was hanging around him after that. After he get out of jail, he's back home. Like, he's getting out, he's gonna get released. The guy from New York used to pick him up, who Fifth knew him too. They called him Money Made Driver. I forgot his real name, but the Money Made Driver used to pick him up, and he was coming, I think his name Miguel, but he was going to pick him up. And Fifth was like, nah, man, let me pick him up. Let me get him. Let me drive up and get him. He was like, that's weird. You don't drive up and pick up Floyd Mayweather. But he was like, no, because we're going to document this, and it's going to look good, on camera, seeing me pick Floyd up and all that. It's part of the documentary. So it's all part of the show. You still the driver. You ain't fired, nigga. So he go over there, and Fifth is driving the car. And he come up there and pick Floyd up, and Floyd get in the car with him, and they drive off. They look at Fifth came and picked up his boy Floyd. And he was like, oh, man, he really played that. He really played that angle. As soon as he came out, because Tommy was talking to Floyd in jail, like, yeah, man, because we finna get this thing going, and you gonna be, you gonna be the star of your own label, your own boxing promotion. Yeah. And then as soon as he came home, Floyd had the party, everybody at the house. He had a little baby fro. He was swole from all them push-ups. And soon as he went home a minute, and soon as he comes in there, here comes this paperwork. Fifth give him this paperwork and was like, yeah, man, I need you to sign so you could put your 1.5 million up. He said, I put 1.5, you put 1.5, and we good. He was like, for what? He was like, the label, the money team. Yeah, I already went and did it. So all you gotta do is put my, give me back my 1.5, we good.
Yeah.
And he's like, we got the label. We good. We ready to go. He's like, I ain't tell you to do that. It's like, I ain't tell you to go ahead and green like that. He was like, man, we talked about it. What the hell are you talking about? With Tommy and everything. This was Fifth's whole move. He knew Floyd was never going to leave out. So he know if I push all the way in and just go ahead and buy it, he ain't got no choice but to roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he really played this angle with Tommy and everybody else. So he was like, man, I'm not leaving Al Haymon. He's like, no, hell no. I can't. He know he can't because Al got this money.
Yeah.
Al got to pay him his money. And see, we know that now. This is why he ain't like, I ain't never leaving Al. Yeah. Of course you couldn't leave Al back then because the money, he's hitting you off with money. So when Al found out everything that Fifth did, Fifth was done. To show you the power of Al Haymon, wiped him completely, almost broke. He almost broke 50 Cent. 50 Cent had to get out of boxing ASAP. He couldn't, he's like, oh, yeah, I couldn't, it's too much politics. It's like, no, you went up against Al. So Fifth got mad and did what Fifth would do. He went and signed everybody that Floyd liked on the list. Fifth don't know nothing about him. He just signed him anyway. He took Billy Dibb, Gamboa, he took James Kirkland. He picked all these people up Floyd had on the list. Like, yeah, I'm.
Was it Gamboa with 50 when Gamboa fought Crawford?
Yeah, he was with them.
Okay,
yeah, because the thing is that Top Rank ended up getting him because Fifth had to get protection because every time he tried to promote his fighters, Al Haymon would make a call and then they'd be like, well, we can't televise the fight. He was like, it's a title fight. How my fighter you gonna have a title fight and not televise? He was like, look, I'm just telling you, we can't televise. That was Al Haymon making a call saying, oh, they finna televise a Billy Dibb fight, Mayweather, because he changed the name from the money team because he already had it licensed, but he got rid of it once Floyd went there and turned it to SMS Boxing after the headphones he got.
Yeah, I remember that.
Got him in trouble with Jimmy Iovine because they had Beats headphones.
They had Beats
so that got them into problems. So now he got it on both sides. You got Jimmy Iovine on one side. Now you got Al Haymon, the biggest dude in boxing at this time, as the advisor. He finna run you out of boxing. So he's letting him put up all his money and he bleeding him. And Fifth is like, man, I'm just losing all this money. I got a gym training fighters, and he's like, I can't even get them fights. And when I do, Al Haymon don't want them televised. He kicked them right off the air. He had an ESPN deal. So he ran to Bob Arum, and Bob was like, I'll get you fights. I'll get you on, but you gotta perform. So he got 50 coming down from the roof of the building, performing and coming. He got 50 performing, a promoter. I was like, you a promoter and you gotta sing and promote. Then he had you come out saying Floyd scared of Pacquiao. And I was like, man, you did all of that for nothing, because that wasn't gonna help you at all.
Yeah.
And Al knows it. I was like, well, Bob gonna get out of it what he want, but in the end, Fifth gonna be out of here. And then James Kirkland was his last hope. He was like, all right, cool. You beat Canelo, we good. And I know Kirkland can do it. So he was like, yeah, I can get James Kirkland. Gave James this bag. He's like, this is it. This is our whole future. We betting on it. And Kirkland was knocked out in 2 rounds. And he was like, that's it. I'm done. Because he's like, I thought he was coming in with Ann Wolf. And
Ann Wolf wasn't in the corner. Yeah. If Ann Wolf was in his corner, he would do the whole, he wouldn't have got knocked out. Not in the second round.
Yeah.
Hey, Carcino, so in closing, how do you, because there's 2 sides to the story. And just because you file a lawsuit don't mean that you're going to win.
True.
So how do you just your gut feeling or whatever, how do you see this playing out?
Well, I don't think a settlement is going to be in place. I think it's going to eventually get thrown out. But what this do is it hold back creditors. You know, the people that are saying, hey, we got like creditors coming because Floyd owes so much. Like 2 properties was already gone. His building that he owes like $52,000 in taxes on that building that housed the strip club. It's a lot of stuff he ain't paying for because, and then he's trying to say, well, this is why they were stealing from me. You know, so you put this lawsuit out here and it holds off the creditors because it's like, well, it's a $340 million legal battle going on. So while this legal battle is taking place, you know, this is why then after the legal battle, we'll decipher what's going on. Meanwhile, this buys Floyd time to try to get money from his new friends and see what else he can get. You know, this fight with Mike Tyson in Africa and all of this stuff. So I have no idea where he's going to go, but that's a crazy situation with that he's going down. And
I wanted to ask you, do you know MC? Dude by the name of MC?
I do know a guy named MC. Yes.
I'm see if this is the same guy. He was a manager in boxing, and he is the one that introduced Floyd Mayweather to Tank Davis. Is that the same one?
I wasn't there when they made the introduction, but it might have been him. It wouldn't have been irregular for that to happen. Floyd probably already knew of Tank from the Nationals and everything else, but AB, when I was there, because I was in Tank camp, the one they had the Mayweather was the awful worst camp in history. Like Tank people weren't even there with it, and he looked terrible. That was for the Conor McGregor on that card.
Yeah, that card. You had what Conor McGregor. Savannah Marshall was on there too, right?
Who?
Was it Savannah Marshall on that card?
I think so.
Yeah,
he didn't make weight, and I knew he's gonna give up the belt on the scales. He was looking terrible in camp. Like it was awful. I don't know what problems he had going on in camp, but it was terrible. But the problem that they had, I mean, when I saw him with AB, because he was about billions, and Tank was his guy, and he was supposed to sign with him, but he ain't had the money for Tank. And he knew, he's like, man, about billions ain't really set up yet. We just say we about billions.
Just say we're about being set up.
Right.
Because this guy MC ended up going to prison. That's why he wasn't around when Tank took off, and when Tank really took off, he made the introduction. And then he shortly, Agent Broner was around and all that stuff. And everybody know who this guy is, who was around at that time. He used to manage Malik Scott, Tony Harrison. So he told me that Floyd was stuck on Devin Haney. He thought Devin Haney was was Floyd's guy. He really liked Devin because because he got the cosign from the father and stuff. He was around during that time. This guy here.
Oh yeah, because Billy is a street dude, and he knew Billy and his father and all them. Like they knew Bill Haney, like his people, and that's why Devin was always like, okay, Devin is like one of us, like they considered him family more than anything. Like Devin was like into the group, and I thought he was related to Floyd. That's how I was like, because I was like, he looked like a young Floyd, like from the Sinclair family. He looked like them. I was like, man, is this his cousin? When I first saw Devin, I was like, man, y'all look just alike. Mannerisms, he looked like young Floyd.
Yeah.
Like them young Sinclair. So I was like, they related. So I used to always think that they were related. Then Nate Jones trained with for Devin Haney when he fought in New York. He worked with David Haney and Bill Haney. Nate Jones went over there and did work with them. Now, he didn't get a chance to work with Teofimo Lopez, but Teofimo brought him out there, and he might be working with Teofimo Lopez now. And so he wasn't working with the Haney camp for the last fight against Norman. So, and that fight went the way I thought. I said, yep, Devin's going to do what he's going to do there. So,
yeah, man. I mean, bro, like, man, Carcino, man, you were the first dude I thought about, bro. Because I remember back in the day when as I said, I used to watch you. You used to talk about Floyd because I know you had a close relationship. You had a relationship with Floyd, and you used to talk about Floyd just all the time. Just a lot of stuff that was going on and stuff like that, and you know the backstory. So it was very, very important for me to reach out to you because I'm like, man, I used to watch Carcino, bro. We talking about 2014.
Yeah,
2015, 2006, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way before I even thought about getting
nobody even knew about the Derrick Rose situation. That never came out anywhere except for here with Floyd and Derrick Rose almost had a crash out, and it was gonna be crazy. That was gonna be crazy. And it was not even between Derrick Rose and Floyd. And I was like, that's weird. It was Derrick Rose, like he was becoming the prince of the NBA MVP 2011. Is his season. He's having a birthday party in Chicago, and he chose Floyd to come to his party. It's on his flyer, and it's like special guest Floyd Mayweather. But they ain't reached Floyd yet. You know what I'm saying? They just put him on the flyer and everything. And Reggie Rose is, he's synonymous in the streets. Like if Derrick Rose, his brother Reggie.
Reggie, yeah.
Right. So Reggie Rose is a street dude. And the fact is, Reggie ended up calling and contacting Floyd, and they got in contact with Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd was like, gets on the phone, and he was like, Derrick's having his birthday party on this date. We want to know if you're available, be a guest, show up there in Chicago, blah, blah, blah. And Floyd said, no problem. He said, oh, you want me to be at his party? No problem. He's just like, he said, when I throw some, I just want Derrick to come up over here. He said, I won't even charge Derrick. He's like, I'll come up there, I'll fly up there, whole nine. I'll come there, but it's just that when I have something, I want Derrick to show up, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna charge him, like he better not charge me, for him to show up here. We do it like that. We brothers. So that's how we'll do it. We'll help each other out. And he was like, oh, cool, that ain't no problem. We good. So and Floyd was like, all right, cool, just let me talk to Derrick. And he was like, well, you talking with me? He's like, yeah, you his brother and everything. Yeah, I still got. He's like, no, I'm his manager. I do everything. Like, I handle that. So he was like, look, I know what you saying. He was like, how you think I got your number? That's what Reggie like. How you think I got your number? I'm the manager. He's like, I know that. That's cool. But the same way I'm talking with you, I want to hear this from Derrick himself. I want to talk to Derrick. So put Derrick on the phone. You don't have to talk to Derrick. He talking with me. And he was like, you talking to me, you talking to Derrick. So that's what he said. You talking to me, you talking to Derrick. And he was like, look, man, I ain't playing this. Call me back. You know what I'm saying? When, you got Derrick on the phone. So the phone call hangs up. Floyd hangs up. Like, all right, that's done. They call back 10 minutes later. And it's Reggie again. And he's like, do you got Derrick on with you? He was like, I just told you. He's like, you just hung up on me? He was like, man, who is you? Floyd like, who is you, man? I told you to get Derek. I want to talk to Derek. If I don't talk to Derek, this ain't happening.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with talking to Derek?
That's what I wanted to know, dude. He felt Floyd was dissing him, like dismissing him, like you don't matter. Let me talk to Derek. And Reggie's like, wait a minute, I do matter. I'm the brother. What I say go. So that's it. When you talk to me, you talking to Derek. So so it became a macho thing. And Floyd went up like, dude, who is you? You ain't nobody. You know, like, no, man, you just work for Derek. You somebody that worked for Derek. So he treated him like really disrespectful. Floyd got really disrespectful with him and told him like, you are nobody. And Reggie was like, do you know who I am? Like, do you really don't know who I am, do you? Like, he's like,
yeah, but my thing is, I get what Reggie is saying, but if Floyd want to speak to his brother, what's the harm in? Oh, okay, no problem, Floyd. Yeah, you can talk to him. What's wrong with that? Since you asking him to appear at his brother's party or whatever,
I didn't see a problem with that either. But it was the way it was delivered that made Reggie said, Reggie was like, he wouldn't have had a problem with doing that either. It was Floyd's attitude, like he was demanding him, and
his ego,
like,
his ego got involved.
Reggie, it was an ego thing, and Reggie is a street dude with a lot of power now. He got Derrick Rose as the MVP of the league, and he's big dog in the street. And this finna crash. So I get a call from Nate. This is how I know everything was going on. I get a call from Nate. He said, man, you heard a dude named Reggie Rose? I was like, he's supposed to be Derrick Rose's brother. I'm like, yeah, Reggie? Like, yeah, what's going on with Reggie? He's from Inglewood. Yeah, yes, I know of Reggie Rose. And he was like, why? He told me the situation. I'm like, he was like, dude, we might be calling up the guys to come see him. I was like, no, do not call the guy.
Yeah.
Do not call. This will go left.
It's gonna go left.
Yes, it's gonna go way left. Do not do that. He was like, because we thinking of calling up some guys to see Reggie. I'm like, no, don't do that. And you know, they from the green, so it was Cabrini, and you already talking about two.
Yeah, Cabrini, man.
Yeah, it's two different groups that don't really clash, go well with one another. And this was gonna turn into an affair that nobody wanted. And I'm like, this is going to be horrible for everybody. Don't do nothing. And so all of a sudden, then he's like, let me go talk to Floyd. I'll be back. So after talking with Floyd, he comes back and says, I talked to Floyd. He was like, did they say Floyd name on the radio going to be there? He was like, if they do, let me know. So I called back and he said, oh, did Floyd was on there? He was like, did they say? I was like, he's on the flyer. Okay, cool. Floyd finna sue him. So Floyd now is finna sue Derrick Rose and them for false advertisement and everything. He finna sue Reggie Rose, all of them. I'm just like, this is another bad idea. I'm like, do you want Floyd Mayweather to sue Derrick Rose, who's finna be MVP this year? He's going to be the most valuable player in the NBA. He's the biggest star next to LeBron James right now. You want to have Floyd Mayweather sue him at this point over a party? I was like, dude, this city would turn against him in a heartbeat. I was like, dude, this is another bad idea. I said, man, let me talk to Floyd. I said, Floyd, I got him on the phone. Floyd's heated. He's arguing in the background. He was like, yeah, man, what's up? What? You know this dude, man? What? I'm like, hey, Floyd, look, all that is a bad idea. And I told him, I said, this is why. This is blah, blah, blah. So I start running it down to him directly. And I said, you know what? You want to hurt them? You want to get back? Yeah. You know what you do? Yeah. Don't show up. They the one advertising you. So if they advertising you and you don't show up, you never said you was going. You ain't got to show up. They the one. It's egg on them because they put your name out there. You don't have to show up. And he was like, he paused for a minute. He said, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you right. Yeah, I like the way you think. Yeah, see, yeah, he right. See, it's on them. I ain't say I was going nowhere, and I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. No, you're right though. You're right.
Yeah, so
you're
that's
right,
what happened. He didn't show up. You can easily find the flyer. It's somewhere out there too. But just for everybody to know, him and Derek is cool now. They done met up, talk. That's been water under the bridge. But that's a fun story from the past that none of you ever heard. Really, that was going down.
Hey man, Mr. Man Carcino, man, bro, I really appreciate you, man. Like you really educated me on a lot of stuff as well as the audience. I kind of like figured, Floyd he's with the small hats now, so he got some new friends, and so now he's dropping a lawsuit, but he spent a lot of money, he gambled a lot, he blew a lot of his money, and he reaching for straws right now.
Yep, he reaching for anybody that can give him a lifeline.
Hey man, hey Carcino, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna drop your So how often do you do shows on your Patreon? Cause I'm gonna sign up today.
Oh, I'm there every day dropping videos.
All right. But listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna drop Carcino for life. For life at Patreon.
Patreon and on YouTube, same thing.
And on YouTube. All right, man. Listen, man. Carcino, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, I'm gonna reach out to you again, man. I really.
Oh man, bring me up anytime, man.
All right, man. But listen, let's give Carcino a round of applause, y'all. Give a round of applause, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, shout out to Carcino, man. Hey, bro, look, listen. This guy, Carcino, I used to watch him like back in 2014, 2015. I didn't know who Blood Boxing was at the time, but I remember seeing him. I used to see Blood on. Damn, I think I used to see him on this channel. Cause I think his channel, like he'll have a channel, then it'll disappear. Then I forgot where I used to see Blood at. I think I used to see him on the panel with I don't know, maybe some of the LDBC members or something like that. He used to be like kind of like on different panels. I want to say but anyway, make a long story short, those are the guys I used to like watch. And then, as I said, I remember when Blue Blood was driving like a bus. He used to do his shows from work. A lot of you guys who probably been following Blue for a while, like he been doing this shit probably about 11, 12 years, something like that. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes been around. A long time. I'm finna drop these phone lines. So I just want to show y'all that. Let me read the super chats. Shout out to Suge Knight Cigar. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Al's defense team is going to play this tape in court. Hey, shout out to Digi World. He said, great show. I appreciate you, fam. Hey, hold on. Shout out to Phantom dropping that $4 super sticker. Salute to you, fam. Hey, okay. So, hey, shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Suge Knight Cigar. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over. He said on a scale of 1 to 10, Floyd hit the 10 on shucking and jiving for them small hats. he put on a Gotti type performance on stage, and he took a loan at 33%. Man, shout out to the Most Secret Science. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said 3, Joe swindled Floyd. Okay, 3, Joe, huh? Hey man, listen with the Huggy Bell.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, you know what I mean? There's some dudes, like I said, some dudes that's been doing this way longer than me. So, but I'm like, man, bro, I'm sitting there thinking, I say, damn, you know what? People used to always say, well, I don't hear nobody else complaining. Everybody love Al. And I would have thinking. I said, this man ain't no dummy now. And the way they say he moved, he got all the T's crossed, all the I's dotted. They say the man ain't got no computer. Al still got a flip phone. Al still got a beeper. He got a I know how it is because I got my Qualcomm beeper and I got me a sidekick. See, y'all got to hit me on the sidekick or get my beeper number. See, that's how I operate. Beepers, I got the sidekick and I got me a GoCom beeper right there. So I feel Al on that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel Al on that. Al, I ain't with all that new technology. They be spying on a nigga like these phones be spying on you. Like you can have this phone turned off, not even on, and the government can, the law enforcement can tap into your phone. You know what I mean? And listen, and it's still recording. Now this phone still recording. I want you to know that. They can record everything. Goddamn, you say it from your phone. They got you. They got you. I'm telling you, you can't get away with that. Can't get away with that. Nigga, motherfucking Al, man, this shit. I feel Al on that. I'm kind of like, shit, Al kind of like off the grid, to be honest with you. Shout out to La Jessica. Shit, he kind of like off the grid. I need to talk to you, dog. Man, look here, man. You got to send me a courier pigeon. Listen, check this out. I'm gonna be on the corner. I'm gonna be on the corner of Martin Luther King. On the corner of Martin Luther King and 37th, right? And so what I need you to do, I'm gonna be out there. There's a building. I'm gonna be on the roof of the building at 3:30 in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. What I need you to do is resend a message to me via courier. You know what a courier pigeon is? No, what that is? That's when you take a pigeon and you tie the note to his ankle, and then you throw him in the air and release him because we got him trained, and he gonna fly over here where I'm at. I'm gonna have some bird signal so he gonna fly over here where I'm at and land on me and land on my arm. Then I'm gonna look at the message and you know what I mean. Then I'm gonna send one back to you. See what I'm saying? So listen, that's how you got to get in contact with Al. That's how you got to get in contact with Al. Cause I'm here to, because I wouldn't think, I say, you know what, man, I'm gonna defend my brother because I feel that there's something nefarious going on. I'm gonna defend my brother Al Haymon because I feel that there's something nefarious going on. And when I saw Floyd up there, hey, we got to once we get over 300 likes, I'll drop the phone line. We need 53 more likes, 53 more likes. Once I saw Floyd up there, hold on, my bad. I didn't, hold on. I didn't do a poll. Once I saw, my bad. I didn't put a poll up. My bad. Y'all hit the like button for me. And listen, you know what made me look at this whole thing differently? Y'all know what made me look at this entire Floyd lawsuit differently? This right here. Floyd looked like a token Negro right here.
And what we keep hearing is, why, Floyd? Why? Well, my best friend is Jewish. This is my brother. And if you have a problem with him, you have a problem with me.
Bro, when I saw that right there, I was like, oh, I get it now. Hey, Mike, keep you on. Hey, listen, when I saw that, I said, oh. I think it's some people that really want to get rid of Al Haymon, and Floyd can't sue him, but they want to dirty his name up so much to where his reputation is so bad that he's kind of like going to be blackballed. Ain't nobody going to want to deal with him or anything. Did you get what I'm saying? So that I cannot dismiss that. I can't dismiss that as though that's not a possibility, because because he got enemies. People tried to sue him and fail. I think they tried to sue him and fail. All the fighters love him. Tom Brown love him. Louis DeCouba, Sam Watson, they love him. what the man name? Scamson Lewis, he love him. The Charlos love him. Errol Spence love him. Tank love him. Floyd used to love him. AB love him to this day. To this day. Deontay Wilder love him. Leo Santa Cruz love him. Birdo love him. Everybody love him. And I say, what changed? What changed? This changed.
What we keep hearing is, why, Floyd? Why? Well, Floyd, Money Mayweather, and Israel, I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't have a voice.
My brother, when have you ever gave a speech saying that you will always be there for the FBAs when we don't have a voice? When you say when have you ever gave a speech? I will always be there for my people. When they don't have a voice, you ain't say that for us. The people who you came up from among. I'm just, shout out to the Republican Jewish Coalition Committee. Shout out to y'all. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. You get what I'm saying? Y'all are doing great things. You know what I mean? I hope y'all can read in between the lines in the chat. They're doing great things, wonderful things. Whew, I want that smoke.
And what we keep hearing is, why, Floyd? Why? Well, my best friend is Jewish. This is my brother. And if you have a problem with him, you have a problem with me.
Man, this man looking like, come on, hold on. Shout out to Chris Legg.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say 250 haters watching without smashing the like button. Do better. Jab the like button. Yeah, y'all hit the like button for those, but once I get over 300 likes, 300 the magic number today. Once we get over 300, then I'll drop the phone line. Bro, you know what? When I saw that, y'all know what I thought about? When I saw that, I said, is this nigga is Floyd buck dancing for butter biscuits? Is he buck dancing for butter biscuits?
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa.
I say, is Floyd buck dancing? Is he chicken Georgian? Is he ham boning? Is he knee slapping? Is he scratching where he don't itch? Is he being an Isabeeza nigga? Oh, Isa be real good for now on, Mr. Charlie. That I'm like, is that it? I'm like, bro, because everybody I see get up on stage and do that what Floyd did. He ain't the only Foundation of Black America done that. Every black person I see get on the stage and do that to that wonderful, beautiful group of people. You get what I'm saying? Well, everybody I see do that. Guess what? They tell me one thing. Boy, they don't cross over. True. Boy, that tell me one thing. Chicken George.
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa. I dance with Massa.
Shout out to our beautiful people, man. At the you know what I mean. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean. You gotta throw that out there. Anyways, being very respectful. You know what I mean. Very respectful. So, shout out to once we get to 300, we need 10 more likes. Once we get over 10 more likes, and I'll drop the phone line. Yeah, man. I'm just, you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, they're trying to listen, man. They're trying to take the brother man down, man. Floyd trying to take the brother man down.
That's wrong, isn't it?
That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
The man been good to you. He's been a father to you. Like, bro, and like you say, okay, well, he ain't suing Al. Yeah, but he got Al name all in the lawsuit, fam. You dirtying his name up. You know, I mean, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm anxious to see, okay, let's see how this shit work out. Al ain't no fool. And Showtime damn sure ain't no fool. Well, I don't care what powerful lawyer you think you may have, Floyd may have. You ain't got no better lawyers than Showtime. Showtime is owned by Paramount Global, Paramount Plus. You ain't, you know, the same Paramount that just gave Zuffa Boxing a multi-billion dollar contract to host their boxing events on their platform. I'm just saying, hey, shout out to Tila. Tila, what's going on, Tila? Tila, what's going on? Hey, man, listen, man, y'all keep hitting that like button, man. I'm finna drop these phone lines. Shout out to the Facebook. Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. Yeah, man, phone lines open.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yes, it's a lot of people that he named that y'all ain't even heard of. Like, y'all ain't never heard of MC. Y'all don't even know who MC is. Tank know who he is. Aiden Broner know who he is. Bill Haney know who he is. Floyd know who he is. Y'all don't even know who MC is. Y'all, you know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, y'all don't know who MC is, though. But yeah. Let's see what this is. Caller, hold on. Let me see. I thought I had my Bluetooth on. I don't have my Bluetooth on. Let's go here. Bluetooth. Connect to the Roadcaster. Connected. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Roach from Houston.
Roach, you sound like you got me in the hallway, but that's okay. I hear you. Roach from Houston, talk to me.
All right, you can hear me better right now?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better.
Yeah, I had to disconnect my headphones. But yeah, bro, was just calling in. First of all, I just wanted to say, of course, you always have great shows every day, but, you know, this is an excellent show, bringing on Carcino.
Yeah.
He brought in a lot of insight and a lot of hidden information that, you know, we really didn't know, and, you know, a perspective that we usually don't get with these type of things. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate you bringing him on. Appreciate him coming on. Great show. Second off, man, this Sambo ass nigga here, bro. Oh my God. I hope, you know what I'm saying, I could say that, but Floyd Mayweather is a disgrace. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, people usually don't get to the level of achievement and a level of life that he got to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of person that's looking for a savior, or I'm not the type of person that count people's pockets or want to tell them what to do with their life and their stuff. But like the way he acted every time some kind of controversy happened, and he could have kind of been a voice of reason for the people. You know what I mean? Like the way he just shitted on us, like, man, hey, bro, the chickens are coming home to roost. Straight up, bro. Especially and specifically that Gucci shit, bro. That Gucci shit was super out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, bro, you ever heard the T.I. song about it? T.I. made a song about it.
No. I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's called "Fuck Nigga." Yeah, and it got a picture of him with the blackface Gucci suit on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But lastly, I just wanted to say this. I'm gonna get off the phone and let you cook. Breaking news. I don't know if you've seen this. Mike Cappinger just reported that Errol Spence supposed to be fighting the dynamic kangaroo, aka Tim Zoo. So we should be getting 2 shot fighters over the summer.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. I don't, you know what I mean? I already knew Spence was coming back. The people who I talked to at the PBC already knew that. Knew Spence was coming back. Matter of fact, I told y'all that on this show. I said that Spence supposed to be coming back, and he's going to fight Tim Zoo. Matter of fact, I got to find the show where I said it at, but I said it right here. I said I confirmed. I said up in the past couple of weeks. I said I confirmed that Spence is coming back this year. Is looking to fight Tim Zoo. I don't know if it's, I don't know what the situation like with Al Haymon and stuff like that, but yeah, he's not fighting Virgil Ortiz. He's coming back. He wanted to get some fights under his belt, you know what I mean, before he steps back in there. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Yep, that's good. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So again, it's a lot of people I talk to, man, that y'all don't even hear about because ain't no boxing podcast talking about them or anything. It's a lot of people y'all don't even hear about. But it's some people out there that know some stuff like Carcino, he won. Everybody don't like Carcino, but I like Carcino. He a good dude from Chicago. Shout out to Carcino, man. I really, really like that brother. Carcino, CJ, good fella. CJ, good fella. Yeah, good fella TV. Yeah, he knows some shit too. Like he got, you know what I mean? Like for real. Damn, it's a couple I know, man, that they, you know what I mean? They kind of like, oh yeah, T Street, the boy out of Philly, the brother out of Philly. Yeah, T Street. Yeah, that YouTube channel there, him. It's a couple. I ain't talking about like the ones who popular, but they don't really know nothing. You know what I mean? They just been around a long time. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about dudes who been around, but they credible. These people I'm naming, I know because I vetted stuff that they put out there. Let me check this shit because I know a lot of people too. Let me check this shit, and that shit be lining up. That shit be lining up, dog. I say if it line up now, I say if it's lining up, then it is what it is. If it's lining up, you get what I'm saying. So that's how he say free MC. No, MC out. MC not locked up no more. MC out. MC down to Miami. Yeah. MC is out. Shout out to everybody, man. We had over 900 people watching this show at one time. Now we got sorry about that. We had almost 900. Now we got almost almost 800 right now. So shout out to everybody watching the show, man. Everybody watching on X, watching on the other YouTube channel, and everybody watching on this YouTube channel right here, man. We got over 200 watching on X. Let's give everybody who watching the show a round of applause. Shout out to Virtuoso. Okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says it's not even butter biscuits. Floyd is buck dancing for Levine bread. Okay. You think so? That's how you feel?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I'm just asking the question. Could that be a possibility? You know what I mean? Like it's just to me, it's just strange. It's just real strange. I'm like, sometimes that's what it be. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you make new friends, you know what I mean? People, and then Floyd appears to be the type of guy that he'll sell his soul for money. Like he worships money. He's very materialistic and he worships money. So money is his God. So when you got somebody who worships money and money is their God, they'll do anything for it. They'll do anything for it. And I know when you're dealing with certain friends, there are certain prices that you would have to pay and certain initiations that he might have had to go through or whatever. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with certain friends, you know, y'all can pick up what I'm putting down. And, you know, so who knows, you know, and it wouldn't surprise me. I'm just saying with Floyd Mayweather, it wouldn't surprise me. It just wouldn't surprise me. I don't put nothing past anyone who worships finances. You get what I'm saying? You know, Al Haymon been good. Al Haymon been good to Floyd. He been good to Floyd. He been good to all the fighters at PBC, black and Hispanic. He been good to him. And so he been good to Floyd. I'll call him. What's your name? Where you call it from?
Oh, Coach. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Coach is a big beacon. Oh, yes. Oh, Coach, I called the church, man. I wanted to call the church and the congregation. Yes, sir, boy. Look at here, because, boy, we're talking about money. Yes, sir. Now, Coach, salute to you. I love you, Coach. And everybody who watching, that's Coach real hair. That's not a Steve Harvey toupee. That's all his hair, y'all. I saw it in real life. But, boy, look at here, Coach. Yes, sir, because we got the, yes, sir, Coach, the only person that can sit in the barbershop seat, goddamn. Yes, sir. And Coach, and speaking on that too, Coach, that's with Floyd Money Mayweather. I know he can't read or whatever, Coach, but boy, the money. The only thing the Deacon wishing was everybody, it's all right to be flashy, to spend your money on all the red bone chicks and everything. But see, a lot of these Negroes' money ain't got no weight on it.
Yeah.
You can have all the Jordans and the good jewelry and the fake teeth. You can go to Colombia, sleep with all those chicks and everything. But if you don't own anything, none of your family members can get a job somewhere. You ain't buy no Albertsons. Where's the Popeye chicken at, Floyd? You should have bought you a treasure. Why the money ain't got no weight on it? The money needs to be heavy set. The money need to have autism. Your money should be retarded so everybody can feel it and see the growth of it. And that's one of the biggest issues, Coach. You doing all this boxing, but you ain't showing nobody nothing. You know, and investing into tips and nice jets and all that. Where is that gonna get you? You know, cause boy, look, and Coach C. the Deacon can talk about it, cause you know I'm a food stamp man, and I still like to chill at the chest out. So yes, sir, brother. Oh man, I'm one of the Negroes that don't change, that went Dixie. Yes, sir. I'm Coach. I'm the type that'll go to the strip club and steal the whore's money. I ain't leaving nothing. That dang it. Yes, sir, I'm sitting right by them, and I'm handcuffing them dollars. So boy, it's hard out here, especially with this inflation. But man, yeah, Coach. So, you know, with the whole money thing, I just wish black folks could look what they're doing to us. Boy, a lot of these boxers, they moving the boxing to Saudi Arabia, all to Korea, all the good sports leaving America. All the athletes, I noticed they getting foreigners. Ain't nobody coming from the hood no more. If you look at all the draft, watch that draft now, y'all. Yeah. So y'all got to pay attention. We are being erased and replaced. So we got to do something, y'all. Somebody got to do something. Everybody hiding behind Bad Bunny, no Diddy, but yes, so all this old weird stuff, and everybody comfortable. But somebody got to shake the table and say, God damn it, it's time for us our race to come up. Because so we the only race that's on invest in their people. And I ain't talking about whores and welfare and wigs and all that and BBL. I'm talking about investment, Wall Street.
Do you think you think you generalize and know? You say our race, that's a broad brush that you're painting.
Yes,
it seems like you just generalize, like you can't really speak for every black person. Like, cause you got different nationalities of black. You got Nigerian, they got different values than Foundation of Black Americans over here in America. You got people from the Bahamas, they got different values and a different culture than we have. So everybody who look like us got different, you know what I mean? So when you say that, it's like you painting everybody with a broad brush. Can you please correct that, please?
You know what, Coach, and the Deacon will correct that, because I'm just going on my old raggedy family because, boy, as soon as Granddaddy died, you had 10 Negroes from the family fighting about the bedroom he left. Boy, they fought hard about that ugly ass sofa and them boots that he left. And I say, well, dang, if y'all gonna fight about that, imagine if Granddaddy had some buried in the backyard or anything. And that's one of our big problems that I'm generalizing off what I saw and grew up in old Robonia, Florida. But man, Coach, and look at the Nigerians. When that situation happened with old Anthony Joshua, they brought him to the hospital in a tow truck. I said, well, God damn, what if he was invested in? Yeah, brother, what the hell? If he was investing in him, Uber or something, picking the man up. Yes, sir, brother, and then robbed the man and fell on his butt. Like, what, man, brother, what the hell is going on? So, you know, all I'm going off of is what we're seeing every day. But if somebody's doing some investing, can y'all show us? Because, boy, look at here, Coach. All I see is raggedy, dusty, ugly, no teeth, and all the good stuff. And it's Black History Month. So we need to show something. And I ain't talking about investing in the weed, man, and none of that, brother. Yes, sir. It's time for us to really get down to this. So, Coach, look at AI. Boy, look at it. You even got an AI porn site that I'm working on, Coach. Yes, sir, while dictating and all kind of stuff. But, brother, I need to get ready for what's going to happen in the future. Because, brother, I'm getting nervous and scared. God dang it, yes. And you know, so, yes, sir.
Nah. I'm gonna need you to close out, Deacon. I'm gonna need you to close out.
Oh, yes. Well, dear Heavenly Father, God, we're going to pray. God, it's a Negro listening right now, God. He ain't got no teeth in his mouth. God, I pray, God, that he leave him stop alone right now, God, and stop buying all the women, God, with that change. God, touch him right now, God, to take us.
Hallelujah.
Oh, God, right now, God. Right now, God, it's a woman, God. God, her womb don't match up. In tone, God, how she just like, but she got a pregnant, lacy white woman
Talk to him,
on her head, God. So, God, with that being said, we ask that you touch Coach, let the show blow up, God, and I pray that the one guy with the dreads, God, that his voice matches his look, God, because, God, how you switch the roll sweet, but your voice don't look like your dreads. Oh, you know, yes, God, oh, yes. And you blow your name. And we ask you, and we thank you, and we say, amen. And Coach, you keep doing your thing.
All right, thank you, Lord. Amen. Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, and since we thanking the Lord, we might as well thank Al Haymon.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, you know, we thinking about the fact we gotta thank Al. We gotta thank Al. You get what I'm saying? Praise him. We got to praise him. And listen. As a matter of fact, let's pray. Bad Bunny performed last night. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't crazy about it at all. To be fair, I'm just being honest with you. But guess what? Let's give a shout out. But guess what? Let's give a shout out to Bad Bunny and the Puerto Rican.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL.
Man, Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What's good, brother? Now, I need you to follow me on this. Like, this is gonna sound like we must internalize. It's gonna sound crazy, but I'm telling you what's happening. Floyd has been hypnotized, just like Floyd Schofield Sr.
Hypnotized Junior.
They done got Floyd on the hypnosis.
Yeah.
They done hypnotized, man. They hypnotized Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And what they doing, this is nothing but another diabolical scheme, you know, conjured up by the man. If you remember, you seen Black Dynamite, how the man had put the poison into the liquor to shrink the black man's testicle. You see what I'm saying? So all it is, they don't want Floyd to reach heavenly heights, just like Goldie and the Mac. The man came down on Goldie and the Mac. It's It's right in front of your face, Coach. You can look at every black exploitation movie. You see how the man has always came down on a successful black man from Willie Dynamite. Infiltrate. That's all it is. It's nothing but a campaign to tarnish Al Haymon, to tarnish Floyd Mayweather. What they do, they want to pit the two brothers against each other.
Yep.
That way they can
divide and conquer.
Rewards of the spoils.
Yeah.
That's it.
Divide and conquer.
That's all it is.
Yep.
It's the oldest play in the book.
And
you
Floyd, so do you think Floyd fell for it? Can you hear me? Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, I can't hear you. I can't hear Coach Eddie. Hold on. See. All right, yeah. Yeah, Coach Eddie, I can't hear you, fam. You're going to have to call back. Let's give Coach Eddie a round of applause. Couldn't hear him. Yeah, you know, so yeah, whoever called the show, man, y'all got to call back, man. If I'm on the phone, I'm not going, you know what I mean? Y'all got to call back. Y'all call right now. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? The oldest trick in the book. It's the oldest trick in the book. My good brother. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Again, like again, Floyd is a genius. He's a genius.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out to Booger Ray now.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Floyd Mayweather got to come back to boxing. Lord have mercy. They say that in the lawsuit. They say that all of the rumors and stuff that they're saying about Floyd going broke and he all the creditors suing him. See, because I'm hearing these dudes, nigga, you just hate come back Floyd broke. And let me let you poor people know something. There's a difference between poor people broke and rich people broke. There's a difference. So let me break this down for the poor people. When we say Floyd is going broke or Floyd is broke, it doesn't mean he's broke like you. Like you, the poor people, you living with your mama, borrowing money from your mama, borrowing money from your baby mama, just to buy a Nick sack or Reggie. We not talking about Floyd broke like that. Carla, hold on. We're not talking about Floyd broke like that. We're talking about when you have more money going out than coming in. That type of broke. When you got more money going out than coming in, if Carla, hold on. If you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you make $10 million a year, right? You spending $15 million a year. You going broke because you spent $5 million more than what you made. You're going in reverse. Did you get what I'm saying? You upside down. You in the red. Well, man, wait a minute, dog. I got $15 million worth of bills, but I'm only bringing in at $10 million a year. I got to file for bankruptcy and protect my assets. I'm going broke. That's what that means for the broke niggas. Because I'm tired of you fools coming in my leaving comments. Oh, nigga, you hating on him. You hating. Talking about Floyd broke. No, he's not broke like you. We know you broke. We know that for a fact. You ain't got a motherfucking thing. We know that for a fact. But he is rich people broke. There's a difference. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach?
I'm the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn. I am ranked #1.
Hold on. Sorry about that, Yamas. Go ahead.
Right.
Yamas from Brooklyn, talk to me.
Ain't nothing, Coach. Nah, man, it's a good subject, man, because, people got to realize, like you said, man, if you spending more than you making or you have the savings, or eventually it's going to dwindle down, man.
Yeah.
You get used to a lifestyle, and, like, you don't want to stop, and then you get stressed. I've been through some shit like that. You get stressed that your money's low, and you're spending more money because you're trying to, like, relieve the pain. That's what I used to call. I used to call it pain relieving.
Yeah, you
It's
spend money.
temporary.
Yeah.
And then when that shit wear off, you're worse off than when you started, man. But so I gotta disagree with certain things. Like, I don't necessarily think that it's like people trying to put A against B. I just think that Floyd messed up his money, and like, you know, just like a lot of people, you like to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
So somebody got in his ear, probably down with some lawyers or something.
Yeah.
Yo, man, he dirt you, man. Yo, he owe you this. Yo, my God, you get with him, he can get you your money back.
Yeah.
Talk to my God. The lawyer gets you in there
for a small fee. For a small fee.
Right. But bottom line, the lawyer get a percentage of what you could get.
Yeah.
And he, you know, I know a lawyer personally. He said, yo, ain't no lawyer like eventually you want to find a lawyer to take your case, no matter how bad it is, what it is. You know what I mean? They're usually willing to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the case of Floyd, he probably was irresponsible, wasn't reading all the paperwork. Then he started trusting motherfuckers blindly.
Yeah.
And here you are, man, gambling, tricking off your bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just and one more thing I gotta say is, like, it ain't necessarily hating, but like, yo, when you talk the shit you talk, and like you never take a stand for anything,
yeah,
it's easy for motherfuckers to root against you, man.
Yeah,
and like, yo, I would have been the first person to say, yo, that's his money. Why everybody want to talk about, you know, he's free to do what he chooses to do. And basically, I changed my tune recently because I had somebody that I really respect tell me that he like LeBron over Mike. And I'm a big MJ guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Knicks fan, you know that. So he done busted our ass so many times. I changed my tune.
Yeah.
I said, yo, how you gonna like LeBron over Mike? And you know what he said, man? This is a guy, he got some brains, owns a business. Shout out to Danny Glover. And he basically said, yo, I like LeBron because he does things for the community. Mike never did shit. And they tell you straight up, he ain't taking a stand. He ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
He'll tell you outright openly.
Yeah, Mike
You know
did.
what I mean?
Mike did say
again,
that. That is true. Mike did say that. Yeah.
Like, God damn, man, you a motherfucking billionaire, and you not willing to donate, open something, do something for the community. All you want to do is sell your motherfucking sneakers, man. That's a goddamn shame. And then when he lost a lot of money during the pandemic, when they showed it GameStop and all that, it's easy to root against him, man. And it's the same with Floyd, man. Yo, that's what I got, Cole. Thanks for taking my call, baby. Peace
Salute,
out.
fam. Shout out to Yamas. Yeah, I get what he's saying. See, with Floyd don't call her, what's your name when you call her from? Going once? Going twice?
Yo.
All right. Hold on. Call back, man. I heard you say yo, but by the time you said yo, I had no goddamn on the phone up. Call back, caller. Why ain't nobody calling the show? But this is the thing though, right? See, the Floyd situation, you got people who do stuff in private. They don't like to publicize what they do. So I can't really say, but I do agree. I do understand where Yamas is coming from because Michael Jordan never was the type to stand up for anything, right? And this is the thing too, right? It's more so of a cultural thing than anything, right? You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people take cultural issues and then say it's a racial issue. It ain't no racial issue, right? Because that's too broad. It's a cultural issue with certain groups of people. Every group got their own culture, right? So it may be something that's going on, an issue. It may be an issue that's going on culturally with a group of people, but because that group of people may be black, then it's like black people don't do this. You generalize all black people, and I gotta break it down. You got different groups of black people. Like all black people ain't the same, bro. We ain't no one monolithic group of people. You get what I'm saying? Like you got black Americans is different from Haitians or Jamaicans or Nigerians or whatever. You got Nigerians that's different from Jamaicans or Haitians or black Americans or Ghanaians. You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? Every culture have different issues. So a lot of times, hold on one second. A lot of times people look at that and look at it as a race thing, and it's really not. It's a culture thing. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Ant from Florida. What's up, bro?
Ant from Florida, talk to me.
Man, just real quick, it's either Floyd Mayweather is smarter than a lot of us are giving him credit for, or he is the fool that a lot of us have always thought that he is. Let me explain what I mean. Floyd is a gambling man.
Yeah.
He was invested, and this is just my opinion. I'm going to wait until all the facts of the case come out. He's a gambling man. He invested in the PBC. He took that risk. Everybody knows the shit went belly up. They lost money and they went out of business. I personally think that now he said, wait a minute, I don't like this shit. I want my money back. But he put his money up and they lost. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
What you just Floyd put his money up in what?
In the PBC. He invested in what was ultimately a bad business deal. You looked at the documents of the case.
Yeah.
It's all surrounding basically the PBC. And he's saying they were doing things with my money, and I didn't know what was going on, and I don't want to be in this shit no more. I want my money back. There's no way that you surround yourself with that many lawyers and that many quote unquote intelligent people, and you did not know what was going on. Yeah. First of all, they didn't necessarily, I don't believe that they needed his money to put the show on. Does that make sense?
No,
they said, okay, if you want in, go ahead.
No. I hear what you're saying. You're looking at it from a different angle. Like, okay, he's a part of the PBC. His money is invested in helping bankroll the PBC. And then when you make investments, you have wins and losses. And if his investment in the PBC lost money, then it doesn't necessarily mean that something nefarious happened. This is the price to pay for doing business. I see what you're saying.
Exactly. And now you don't lost your money, and you want your money back. And then on top of all of that, you got a bad spending problem. Just the last Super Bowl, we seen this dude. I don't know what that shit was that man had on. That man had on some monkey furs or some shit. You remember that shit he had on in the picture in the suite? You up there balling, you posting betting slips and shit of you betting $500,000 on where the betting slips at.
Yeah.
You're not betting anymore. And now all of a sudden the walls are closing in. But we do know that you cannot spend $1 billion without having some assets to show for it. They made a movie about it. It's called Brewster's Millions. That's very difficult to do. So if your Rolls Royces and your cars and all of these things that you have are paid for, well, I mean, it'll be a humbling fall from grace, but you're just going to have to start selling some of the shit. Yeah. But like to your point, no, he isn't broke. Like he's not our kind of broke. He's rich people broke.
Yeah.
So he'll be okay. And you know what? And guess what? We know that he has the Pacquiao too. He has the Pacquiao fight in his back pocket. And he has some, so he can always do that and pick up another 150 million. He's got the Mike Tyson thing in his back pocket. There's some things that he could do. But so it's
I don't think he gonna get no 150 million now. I mean, who gonna pay him 150 million for to fight who?
I mean, honestly, I think another fight against Pacquiao would definitely generate 150 million.
Them dudes,
Listen, we boxing fans. We boxing purists. We're boxing purists. But if Jake Paul could fight Mike Tyson, and get whatever they got, you don't think Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao could get it on and split 250 million?
No. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson didn't split no 250 million. Mike got 20, and they say Jake got like 40. So, I mean, it was, I think that fight was like 60 million or $70 million, something like that. It was a 60-40 split, something of that sort. So, yeah, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, Floyd is old and retired, and Manny Pacquiao look older than Floyd. So it's like the fans.
I don't know, man. You know what's funny? I think it's a horrible risk because Manny Pacquiao been in the shit for real.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very dangerous. Floyd does not look good at all, in my opinion. This last couple of exhibitions, he looked like an old man in there. You know, he might be able to rely on the fact that he has fought Manny Pacquiao before. You know what I'm saying? And he knows his tendencies and he knows what he needs to do in there. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. You know, I don't want to see any. I don't want to see I don't want to see another brother. I don't want to see another brother fall from grace like that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see nobody fall from grace like that, because he's a guy that, you know, you wonder how he might react to something like that. You know what I'm saying? You wonder.
That's what I was saying.
How
I'm thinking about the brother Al Haymon as well. It's like, okay, you don't want to see a brother fall from grace. I don't want to see the brother Al, who's been so good to people, just get attacked and dragged through the mud by his enemies through someone that's close to him. So, you know, again, I'm not saying that's what's going on, but me being that Floyd had made some new friends. I mean, he got a spending habit. He like to gamble. He blowing money left and right. He's spending money like it's like it's going out of style. I mean, I could very well see a scenario the way this man really just was blowing his goddamn money.
Yeah,
you know?
Well,
on top of making bad investments, like you say, if he invested money in the PBC, that was a bad investment. So
horrible.
Yeah,
it was a horrible investment. You know, I mean, it looked good. That shit looked good starting out, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looked good starting out, man. But when I heard him say, I don't remember what it was, what interview, or if it was a press conference or something, but he said something to the effect of, you know, and we are paying these fighters too much money.
Yeah.
We have to stop paying these guys too much money. They're making too much. I remember him saying it, and I said, oh shit. Here go the cracks in the game. I wonder how long they can keep this charade going. You know, so and then when you found out, damn, you sold the mansion in Vegas. Damn, them people don't got you held up in Dubai. You can't go nowhere. Wow, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, but you know, we gonna all be following the story, man. But honestly, I don't think that this lawsuit has any legs. I'm not a lawyer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not an accountant. But I don't think that this lawsuit has any legs.
All right, well, shout out to Ant, man. Florida, stand up, man. FLA, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, man. Man. Yeah, man. The game slammer. I do know that the American boxing heads, they don't like Al, and they want to get Al out of the way. I'm talking about the, you know, Golden Boys, the Top Ranks, the, you know, quite a few people, you know what I mean? We know Rick Glazer wouldn't mind getting him out of there, but Rick ain't nowhere near powerful. So, but you get what I'm saying? He got a lot of people who, you know, they don't like him. So I'm like, if Floyd been separated from Al for 2 years now. He got a whole new management team in 2 years, and I got an idea what his management team look like now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? You the last call.
Yeah, this is Jose from Oakland.
Jose from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, just hearing Carcino just describe everything and just kind of like hearing everything overall. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is a sad case of a guy who just blew through everything, honestly, for the most part. I mean, if we have to be as objective as possible, say what you want to say about the man Al Haymon, but he doesn't have a reputation of screwing people over their money. So that being said, because he doesn't have that reputation of screwing people over their money, it's kind of hard to believe that he would screw Floyd out of his money. I think he tried to protect him as much as possible from himself, because we all know that, I mean, let's be real. I mean, that dude spends a lot, he gambles a lot, and to some extent, call it for what it is. I'll call it a spade, honestly. That dude tricks too. So, I mean, for the most part, he's got a high spending habit. And honestly, just looking at it from the current economical standpoint of normal Americans, we got so caught up on spending as high as we did during the COVID era that once they stopped the money printing machine and things were dialed back, then Americans have to learn how to dial that kind of spending back. Yeah. And I don't think Mayweather's ever had that then. So unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I personally think this is that case where he just spent significantly more than what he made, and I personally don't think that he's going to get a cent out of anybody on it, honestly, in this case. stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely a compulsive spender, man. Jose, where you from again, fam?
Oakland.
Oakland, Oaktown, man. Jose from Oakland, man. I appreciate you, brother, for calling the show. Salute. Yeah, that was the last call. Yeah, yeah, see, another thing too, right? See, you like, let me let y'all know something, because a lot of y'all be on social media and you see, this is the era of, let me look over here so I can see everybody. This is the era of, it's a word that I learned from a few years ago called ego economy. The ego economy. Let me show y'all what ego economy is. I just looked it up. And first time I've ever heard of it was my mentor, right? Roberto Blake. He was telling about the ego. He said, you don't want to be the guy who look like you're trying to fool everybody that you're rich and doing well on social media, but you really ain't doing a goddamn thing. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, it's kind of like the fake it till you make it, right? But then, ego, like when you look at people who do have a little money, see, one thing I do know about new money. New money is this here. When you talk to a old head, right? And they say, oh yeah, you new money. What they mean by that is, oh, you just started getting some money. And how can you tell new money? Because a lot of times when a motherfucker ain't used to having no money and they get some new money, it's very important for them to what? Show everybody that he got it. It's so important. I got to show these people that I got it. You know what I mean? I'm starting. I just bought a brand new dually truck. I just bought a brand new whip exotic. I'm in the club doing this. And they want attention. And they want fake love. They want validation from other people because it's the ego economy. It's people praising them or liking their stuff or whatever. It boosts their ego. They get paid. They get paid with likes and clout and people praising them. It's ego economy. Let me show y'all what this is. This is the ego economy definition, right? The ego economy is a system driven by personal branding, social validation. That's social media. Social validation, right? And self-performance, where work becomes a stage for visibility rather than just a craft. It is characterized by a hustle persona that prioritizes likes, followers, and curated success over genuine value creation. This economy often leads to burnout, superficial relationships, and a focus on self-promotion over authentic contributions. Validation as currency. Individuals and brands often prioritize being seen and admired over actual productivity or solving meaningful problems. I'm gonna read these last few ones right here. Performative hustle. The hustle persona involves constant curated 5 a.m. posts and bragging about long hours to project a winner image. Does this sound familiar? Y'all be seeing all this stuff on social media? Narcissistic branding. Businesses or people often sometimes built to validate a founder's ego, meaning people a founder's ego rather than serve a market, leading to a defensive reaction to feedback and a lack of real substance. Let me show y'all what this is. And then metric-driven identity. Self-worth is tied to digital metrics such as views and followers. Oh shit, I got to see how many people watch my video. Oh, how many people looked at my post. God damn, I ain't getting 10 likes on this picture, right? You get what I'm saying? So this what goes on. Narcissistic branding. I want y'all to go back to this. This is Floyd Mayweather. Businesses are often built to validate the founder's ego. How do I relate this to boxing? Just imagine a fighter. He got a bunch of yes men around him. Why does a fighter have yes men around him? Because they tells me what I want to hear to make me feel good. I need to feel good, so they tell me what I want to hear. So I keep yes men around me to validate my self-worth and belief. That thief stole from me. If you wants to be on my teams, you're gonna have to agree that thief stole from me, and I didn't lose. That thief, you know what I mean? I didn't lose. You see what I'm saying? So I keep yes men around me. I got Malik Scotts, Malik's is around me because he told me that I'm 10 times better than Muhammad Ali ever was inside the rings, and I have beaten 10 times more battles than Muhammad Ali's outside the rings. That lie made me feel good. That right there, that's you want to surround yourself with people that's gonna stroke your ego, right? That I just gave an example. It say people are sometimes built to validate the founder's ego rather than serve a market, leading to defensive reactions to feedback and lack of substance. What does that mean? Carissa Shields, perfect example. If you say something she don't like, oh, you just hating. Oh, you just hating. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Oh, you just mad. That's all. You listen. Don't worry about if I don't knock nobody out. Don't worry about that. I got 2 knockouts yet, but I beat these other girls up. Oh, you just mad. You know what I mean? These light-skinned girls are all jealous of me. They get mad because I'm so pretty. Look at me. Look how pretty I am. Don't y'all think I'm pretty? Tell me I'm pretty so I can make myself feel good. Yeah, so that's what that is. Always seeking attention. Always seeking clout. Want other people. That's ego. That's the ego economy. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah. That's pretty much that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's social media in a nutshell. That's social media in a nutshell. You get what I'm saying? Let's give everybody a shout out, man. Shout out to well, it's a lot of people. So shout out to Rose from Houston. Okay. Deacon Weezo from Florida. Okay. Coach Eddie from the ATL. Okay. Shout out to Yarmus, man. Brooklyn, stand up. Okay. Shout out to Ant from Florida. Okay. Jose from Old Town. Okay. And let's give a shout out to Carcino, man. That brother took his time out straight out of Chicago, man. And shout out to Carcino, man. I really, really admire that brother. Got a great deal of respect for him. You know, I know everybody don't agree with everything he say, and I don't agree with everything, but for the most part, he's one of the good guys. To me, based on my observation, he's one of the good guys. It ain't that many good guys that's in boxing media. It ain't that many. It's only a handful. To be honest with you, but to me, he one of the good guys to me. You know what I mean? Based on my personal observation. You know what I mean? So, anyways, shout out to Summer in November. Hey, okay. Shout out to Mika Lovem. Hey, okay. Shout out to Lisa Bells. Hey, okay. Shout out to Tila. Hey, okay. The lovely La Jessica. Hey, okay. Shout out to Just So Sick. Hey, okay. Daniel. Hey, okay. Tony Montana. Hey, okay. Shout out to Schoolo. Hey, okay. Schoolo was had the fam. Shout out to Chris. Hey, okay. Markevion. Hey. Okay. Let me get some of my members. Where my members at, man? I don't see no members on here. Oh yeah, shout out to Kendall Price. Hey, okay. Get a member. Show the members some love, man. Kendall Price, the only one I'm seeing in the chat. Shout out to Dr. Mario. Hey, okay. Let's see, man. Get a member some love, man. Dr. Mario, Kendall Price. Let's see. Well, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Hey, okay. Yeah, man. You get what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Aquila. Hey, okay. Shout out to Tila. Hey, okay. Dr. Mario. Hey, okay. Shout out to Daryl Washington. Hey, okay. Oh yeah, shout out to Deacon Weezo. Deacon Weezo called the show too. Hey, okay. Who else we got, man? Dr. Paul. Hey, okay. Yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Cooker with Sir Senior. Hey, okay. Shout out to Rebel Life. Hey, okay. It is. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Hey, okay. And shout out to Blood Boxing. Blood Boxing is the reason why we was able to get Carcino on the show. So shout out to Blood Boxing, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yes, sir. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Jiggle-o, jiggle-o, jiggle-lad. Y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to Booger Ray Leonard and all of the lovers out there.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Man, shout out to the one and only Al Haymon, man. They're trying to bring the brother man down. Al, don't worry about it, Al. You know the Haymonites been telling me for years that you a good guy. So what we gonna do, Al? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, baby. I know they're trying to. I know. Somebody made some new friends that you used to work with. They're trying to tear you down, Al. Don't worry about it, baby. We finna ride for you. You dig? Floyd, they say Floyd went to Al trying to get the money that he spent already, and this what Al told me.
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties. And how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know, that's what they say. They say, you know, you can't be going in there, man, just pulling up, talking about what you gonna do to Al. You dig?
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Yes, sir. It is what it is, fam. You dig?
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Sometimes your pimp hand has to be strong.
Well, I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
Yeah, but you ain't got no vision. You dig? It is what it is. You gotta respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. I'll drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
I wonder where is this guy at who worshiped Floyd Mayweather? Get off your knees, young man. Get off your knees and wipe your mouth.
After my God, I respect it. I respect it. After my God. I respect it. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, champ.
He needs air.
You need air.
Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. All right,
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, all right?
See, listen, instead of suing our brother man Al Haymon, the one who made the world go round, the one who has done nothing but enriching and fatten the pockets of Hispanic and African American men and different men, black men from around the world, all he ever did was put money in their pockets, hit him in the head with a bag full of money. Johnny Rice, six-figure Johnny, made his highest payday boxing on an Al Haymon card. So don't tell me about that. As a matter of fact, Johnny Rice, what we gonna do, baby? We gotta thank Al.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
If they ever try to get Al in the courtroom to try to get him to testify and be a witness on behalf of Floyd Mayweather, Al Haymon told me he gonna plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Yeah, we gotta plead the fifth. We gotta plead the fifth because the man is trying to take down Al Haymon, and when they're using the brother man to take down the other brother man. Floyd is, he's being manipulated right now. It is what it is. He ain't suing Al, but he dirtying his name up in the Showtime and Stephen Espinosa lawsuit. Don't even bring Al name up. Don't even dismerchify that man good name and character like that. And for all you honey dips that's looking for a man to take care of you, I got one for you.
I got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch. I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate my ninja, because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, If I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, Ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut Cocoa Brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King, Ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong. Stop playing. Yo, shout for season, man. Shout for season, man.
Oh, last super chat. Shout out to Michael. Michael Johnson. Boy, that's a hell of a name there. That's a hell of a name. That's a shout out to Michael Johnson. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach Malachi, you one strategic funny niggas. Respect, brother. Hey, that is true. Shout out to Michael. See, Michael, you recognize the brilliance in how I delivered the message. See, that's the thing. See, Michael, I'm with you when you're right, brother. I'm with you when you're, my brother, my oldest brother. His name Michael. Listen, Michael Williams. Listen, my brother. I'm with you when you're right, fam. You get what I'm saying? It's just, it's the way, like nobody does it like me. You got a lot of channels, but boy, there's only one Coach Malachi. No one delivers the message like me. It's the delivery. The delivery is everything, my brother. Everything. I'm gonna give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. And I got to say this now. And to the beautiful brothers and sisters with the Republican Jewish Coalition convention that Floyd spoke at, and he said he supports them. His best friend is Jewish. Lovely. Shout out to the lovely Jewish people. Love y'all, man. Y'all do great things. Continue to do great things. I know that Floyd Money Mayweather is in good hands with you good brothers over there. So I hope y'all take good care of him. I know y'all will. And Floyd gonna get everything he looking for. Shout out to y'all. Anyways, shout out to Akila. Shout out to JC. Shout out to Silvestri. Polo Buck. Shout out to Joe. Mr. Tomato Can. Let's see who else we got, man. We got Mr. Tomato Can. We got Schoolo X, man. Bruce Gas. Let's see who else we got in the building, man. We got Kendall Price. We got my main man, Cooker Research Senior. Corey from Miami. Hitman 42. I hope y'all can pick up what I'm putting down. Lord, I hope y'all can pick up what I'm putting down, boy. Certain things you just cannot say. Anyway, shout out to Shaku Hands. Hallowed. Jimmy from New York. Like I said before. Shout out to Floyd Money Mayweather. Shout out to Al Haymon. Shout out to Sam Watson. Shout out to Stephen Espinosa. Shout out to Showtime. Shout out to Waddell and Reed. Shout out to the plug. Shout out to the IRS.
Hey, okay.
The feds.
Hey, okay.
The hood.
Hey, okay.
The streets.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to G5 from the Bronx.
Hey, okay.
Tony Montana.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to La Jessica.
Hey, okay.
Shout out. Shout out to Bad Bunny.
Hey, okay.
The Super Bowl.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, okay.
But we don't want no problem. We don't want no problems. Lord have mercy, boy. They don't got my dog Floyd. It is what it is. Floyd, boy. Floyd, I hope it work out for you. I doubt it. But one thing we learned a long time ago, right, is an old saying. When the master's feeling using their tools, they break their tools. They never keep their tools around. If you look at anybody, Floyd, that look like you historically, when you line yourself up with who you line yourself up with, once they finish with you, they break their tools. True, true, true. See you guys tomorrow. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.